This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome back to another edition of Edmonton Oilers discussion here on the channel as we get set for Game 4 between the Oilers and the LA Kings. They're just showing the controversial ending from game number 3 on my television set right now as we get excited for what will be a huge game number 4. The Oilers down 2-1 in the series. We're just hoping they can pull something out of the hat here and get a 2-2 series. Obviously, I've got full faith they can do it. But the problem is that just because you have faith doesn't mean they're going to get it done. And they have to, in one quick word, get it done tonight. So that's where we sit as we get ready for tonight's hockey game. The Oilers, the Kings at 7:20 puck drop. So it's a 7 p.m. face-off according to the NHL, but it'll be a 7:20 puck drop as we get through the anthems and everything there. So welcome aboard to Dolynny TV, friends. I'm Tyson as we get set for what will be the most crucial game of the series so far. It's my great pleasure to have you aboard once again. Boston, welcome in, and we'll get through the pregame. You guys know, for those of you that tune in regularly for the pregame, you know how the pregame works. You know how everything kind of maps out there. So we'll figure it out as we go along tonight, don't you worry, and we'll get going. Of course, the starting goaltenders tonight, same as they have been the rest of the series so far. Skinner, Korpisalo in net. Skinner rocking a 280 goals against average and a 900 save percentage. Jonas Korpisalo rocking a 253 goals against average and a 931 save percentage. Put nothing past Jonas Korpisalo. He has been absolutely fantastic in this series for the LA Kings. The Oilers have made sure to pressure him heavy, but you know what? They still haven't been able to solve him enough times to win a game big. I did say today the Oilers have to bury the LA Kings early and often in this one, and that's what we're hoping for. Peter, Justin, welcome in. You can actually watch with the family, but you'll come by the intermission and comment, like the stream a few times. Thank you so much, Justin. Appreciate that. Peter, welcome in as well, as we've got a 2-0 game for Dallas currently against Minnesota. I think what they're saying is it should be a huge lead for Minnesota right now, but unfortunately Jake Ottinger's been doing his business in net and keeping the Dallas Stars right where they should be. And Tim, that was going to be my question to you as soon as I saw you in the chat tonight. If indeed the first goal did win tonight, we had the question last game out. Tim came in and said first goal wins tonight, and now we have a different rendition of that because Tim's saying a different answer tonight. Chris, you're a Kings fan, but your wife and you find me very entertaining. Well, thank you so much for that. Try to put on a good show here as much as possible on the channel. Try and at least bring some kind of added value to things, and I think so far through games 1, 2, and 3, we've had some added value to this series, that's for sure, as it's been an absolute blast so far here early on in this one. And that's the best part. I honestly can say it has been early on in this series. Yes, games 1 and 3 haven't gone the Oilers' way necessarily, but what I would say right now as it sits is for the Oilers, we are at least looking 6, if not 7 in this one. So hopefully we still get another 4 or 5 games to, well, 4 games to enjoy, including tonight. My apologies, I don't know where I got 5 from. Yikes. It's going to be that kind of night, is it? Nation, welcome in as well, as we are just getting ready to get things underway here. 5-on-5 regular season series. The Oilers edge the Kings 5-4 in the goal department. I think right now the goals are tied 4 or 5, or 4 for the Oilers, 5 for the Kings. So Oilers just need to get one extra 5-on-5 goal, and I think tonight you see a victory over the Oilers. Hopefully, as Jim Rat's hoping for a 3-1 game. Of course, anytime you want to throw in there your score prediction for tonight's hockey game, we can do that as well. Definitely, I'll chat you up about that if you want. So we are just waiting for, obviously, to get to the anthems and stuff tonight. So we'll just get the stream started, get things off and running, and then we'll get rolling into what will be hopefully a very great game tonight for the Edmonton Oilers. I should right now, for those of you currently watching, because I'm sure a lot of you will stick with me the long distance of this stream. Let's just quickly take a look at where we're sitting right now. Just going to quickly refresh that. Boom, perfect. Like to see that. We are sitting at, just to say, 11,799 subscribers on the night, so we should have no problem hitting 11,900. If you guys remind me to ask for the subscribe, and if I remember to ask for the subscribe as well. And Noob, you're going for a 0-0 game. Well, it's 0-0 right now. The puck you have to drop, so hopefully it doesn't stay 0-0 very long for the Edmonton Oilers, and obviously overtime too doesn't very well favor the Edmonton Oilers. Last stream out, we finished with 1,450 hours watched live, so we're going to try and eclipse that and hit that. Oh, what can we hit? We can probably hit that 1,500 hour mark tonight, and just try and absolutely crush some dummy numbers tonight. This is, of all the games in the series, friends, this is the game that I have pegged that we could do the impossible here on Dolynny TV and set a new all-time record for views on a live stream. That is held by an MLB All-Star live stream from 2017. So we're going to try and get up there and get that done tonight. So we'll see how that turns out. We're already at 2.5 hours watched in 6 minutes. That's pretty crazy to think, I must say. But we are just going to try and get things rolling here. What else do we need to say? Well, we need to say who's got the points in this series so far. Draisaitl's got 6. Kopitar's got 5. Kempe and Draisaitl lead the series in goal scoring with 3 apiece. Bouchard's got 3 assists. Kopitar's got 4 assists. Obviously, Draisaitl by virtue would have 4 assists as well. And postseason so far for the Oilers, I don't think we can quite trust that, because those stats are actually the Oilers' regular season stats and not the Oilers' postseason stats. So right now, as it goes, guys, we know that the Kings won 4-3, the Oilers won 4-2, and then the Kings won 3-2 to take the series lead. So as it sits currently, the goals per side are tied at 9 apiece. Each team has scored 4 once. Each team has scored 3 once, and each team has scored 2 once. So that's where we're at right now. Obviously, is it going to be one of those games? We've seen a 3-2 game. So is it now going to be 3-2 for the Oilers over top of the Kings? That would be interesting to see. I don't know how this math's all going to work out. The Oilers yet to score a 1-goal victory, despite, yes, winning on the empty netter, and obviously that counting more or less, in my opinion, as a 1-goal victory. But I guess that's where we're at. Peter, it's 2-1. You're going for the final score. Chris Lee is a referee, Chad. You are correct. He will end the game for us. Well, hopefully tonight the Oilers fight past the refs and don't worry about it too much, right? There's plenty that the Oilers can do to avoid the penalty box tonight, so I'm not too worried about that. Just go out there and win the game, no matter what it takes. Go and win the hockey game, and we should be good to roll. Chris, the team that wins this series wins the cup is your hope. I would say that that is the Western victor. The Western Conference victor will be the Oilers or the Kings, I think, is the logical choice here. Just based on what we've seen in this series, based on what we know of the Oilers, we know of the Kings, based on what everybody's billed this series to be the toughest in the entire Stanley Cup playoffs, outside of potentially the Stanley Cup. You got to figure that if the Kings make it, they go all the way to the Cup final. And if the Oilers make it, they go all the way to the Cup final as well. Win the Cup. Obviously, I'm hoping the Oilers win the Cup. I don't want to go out there and put the good omens on the Kings yet. I'll save that for worst case scenario. Oh boy. Oh, that went down the wrong tube, I can tell you that much. That was not good at all, but we'll survive either way. And what are we thinking? Goal or no goal for McDavid? I think we see a 5-on-5 light me up kind of goal from Connor McDavid tonight. That would be the expectation. And Stoney, you're again echoing as well. Stay out of the box mentality. That is the key for the Oilers tonight. The more we stay out of the box, the better chance we have this evening. That will be the key. Whether it's the referees not putting us there or it's ourselves not putting ourselves in the box. That will be the key to determine. But we'll just try and do our best tonight and avoid the penalty box, and that should work out well. So hopefully. And Nation, am I feeling more energy for tonight's stream compared to the last one? It's a good question. It's been a long day, right? It's this kind of really tough day when you have to spend your every waking minute, it seems, just waiting for the hockey game to pretty much get underway. That's the toughest part. So energy is kind of drained, but also kind of hoping that I get lit up by the Oilers and away we go with it. That's kind of the idea I'm hoping for tonight, is that we can go out there and just see the Oilers roll out there, bury the Kings early, and then just really have a lot of fun here the rest of the way home. And we're just we're just looking for lines, which there aren't any lines yet because I wanted to get to Boston's comment on if Holloway is playing. I doubt Holloway is playing. It seems like Evander Kane will be playing for the Oilers tonight, but if Evander Kane doesn't play, the Oilers likely to go 12-6 or at least 11-7 with Dylan Holloway in the lineup. But again, that was speculation, and I haven't seen anything on Twitter yet. Tim, you don't know about the Avs are starting to roll? I'm not worried about the Avs this year. I think the Oilers can power pass them, and I think too the LA Kings could power pass them. Just knowing that the Colorado Avalanche players seem to have a history of injuries, and I think if you beat up on them a little bit, you could probably get them injured. And what do we got? Jim, you're feeling that the Oilers could potentially get Evander Kane to pop off tonight and really do a good job if he plays. Well, we're thinking he will. That's the assumption. Evander Kane will play tonight unless stated otherwise prior to puck drop. Mr. Feast, you're tuning in and cheering. I said cheering and tuning in together at the same time. Cheering for the LA Kings tonight. So best of luck to you guys tonight. I think Connor McDavid should be able to do the job the right way tonight. And Jordan, glad to see you again in the chat. Let's hope for a big win. Well, that's what I hope we're all hoping for tonight. Even if you're hoping for the LA Kings, as you're hoping for a big win for your hockey team, because it would be fantastic to see the Oilers go out there and win a big one and make this series really dang interesting, right? The more the Oilers win in this series, the more interesting it gets, and the more the LA Kings win, the less likely we are to do something special. So just gotta hope we can make it happen here and get this job done in game number 4. And yeah, Jordan, go back to those games against the Kings at the end of the season, the regular season. We would love to see them destroy the Kings this year, that's for sure. And especially here in game 4. So hopefully that all works out for us. Fingers crossed, and away we go. We'll see what happens here, as we are just waiting for this one to get underway, friends. If you're just joining in, it's 6:43. Puck drop scheduled for 7:20 p.m. So we are close to puck drop here. We are about, 37 minutes away. But the big tough question is, obviously, how much longer will it be in the pregame to really get through there before things get underway? Because that's kind of the toughest part. Is right now I can kill all the time in the world. I can say whatever I want and just ramble on about nothing, and it pretty much gets us there. But the tough part is when we're 5 minutes away from puck drop and I just can't even make a thought anymore because I just want to go out there and crush this live stream and go to bed. Thankfully tonight, not as much of a late night. And secondary to the day on Monday is not looking as rough as Monday last week at work, so we should be good to go. Cardinal, you're cheering for the Oilers to stay out of the box. Yes, we're hoping the Oilers can stay out of the box as well. And friends, Terry's in the chat now, just making sure you know. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please consider doing that. That is one thing that we have had a lot of success on, is getting those likes up on the stream early and often, which has allowed a lot of people across the Oilers and Kings fan base to find us here on the stream and at least get a little bit in touch with the team they love and know. So if you want to leave that like on the stream, that would be greatly appreciated. If you can't, it's no worries, but hopefully you're able to watch the rest of this one with me and just hang out, even if you can't. As Magic, welcome in. It looks like you've at long last changed your icon after all these years. Wow, okay. And Mark, did I watch the Leafs game yesterday? No, I did not. What did I do last night? Pretty much just dummied a whole bunch of whole bunch of The Good Place, actually. Been binging that, trying to keep my nerves calm and keep my head in a good space. And newbie, you think the Oilers will win 4-0 if they stay out of the box. Somebody's already cursing the shutout, and again, we know how that happened last time. And as to this one, Dakota, welcome in as well. I was getting to your comment here in a moment, but we've gotten there now. And Jesse, welcome in. Patrick, welcome in. And Magic. What the heck? I've got two different icons there for you, Magic. I guess that two different icons. Okay, good to go. And we'll work with it. And yes, everybody, welcome into the stream. If you're just tuning in, glad to have you along as we are just setting up here. I'm really anxious about this one. You'll see it right in how I'm talking, how I'm fidgeting. All that is it's just let's get up and going and let's score a couple goals and let's go win a hockey game ASAP. That's kind of been my mentality all day. So hopefully the Oilers can deliver that. Obviously, it's been a busy day on the channel. We had some news today about Dylan Holloway and Olivier Rodrigue being recalled. So that was an interesting note added to our day midway through. Just about 12:30, I want to say, is when that came down the pipe. So hopefully Dylan Holloway does indeed end up factoring into the series at some point here, and then we can see what he features in the 2023 NHL playoffs as opposed to the 3 minutes and 26 seconds he had last time out. And again, friends, too, if you're new to the channel, what I want you to do, and I'm going to show you this so as you're familiar with it. I will show this quite often throughout the stream. If you're new, I want you to hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV in case you need to find me again later tonight or you need to find me for the Game 5 stream. I want you back here. I want you in here as much as possible because we are setting records day in, day out throughout these live streams. And I want to set a big time record either tonight or in Game 4. We're pacing along well here so far through the pregame, but I really want to make something special happen here down this stretch in Game 4 and Game 5 because you just never know when you're going to only get whatever you've got left. And right now the Oilers backs up the wall a little bit. Should we lose the next two, so Game 4 and 5, you're out in Game 5 and I've only got 2 streams left. You got to live every day like it's your last during the NHL playoffs, and I'm hoping the Oilers have that same mentality tonight, hoping to go out there and crush the LA Kings, even it up back in the series and give us at least 2 more games of this playoff series between the Kings and the Oilers. Obviously 7 games. Game 7, you'll see numbers that we have never thought possible here on the channel, but we'll see what comes of it tonight. And I think the Florida Panthers will get the comeback victory over top of the Bruins. No, I think Florida is just meant to beat up Boston, get in their face, break them a little bit, hurt some guys, and pretty much just help us out in the long run for the Cup final. That's really all I'm hoping that Florida does, and anybody that faces Boston, slow them down, maim them, hurt them. Not that I'm actively saying go out there and intent to injure, but battle like you're never going to play in the playoffs again. And you know what? Injuries happen. Shoot pucks into feet, and at the end of the day, the Oilers then should be able to take advantage of that, and the Oilers need to, should they get to the Stanley Cup final, everybody helping them out along the way. It's a battle of absolute survival in the NHL playoffs, and obviously if the Oilers can get through this one healthy, and then the Bruins kind of get beat up along the way, there is a good chance the Oilers could knock them off in the Cup finals. Sukhjit, is Leon in the playoffs better than Connor McDavid? Yes, so far in the history of the Oilers in the playoffs, Leon Draisaitl in the playoffs has been better than Connor McDavid. And we're hoping that Connor McDavid shows up tonight and starts changing those numbers a little bit for us. That'd be good. And Terry, you're going to put the stream here on another channel and on a device. Well, I appreciate that. And MA, is the game going to play on this stream? Unfortunately, friends, if you're tuning in and you're wondering if the game's going to play here on Dolynny TV, I can't. It's copyright material. You see by judging by an ad playing before the stream starts. I do make money off of YouTube, and if I end up streaming the actual game, I'll get hit with a copyright strike that will demonetize my channel and take away my ability to live stream, both of which would be very detrimental to everything I'm trying to achieve here going forward. And Magic's hoping that the Oilers and thinking the Oilers will tie it up here. And Terry, we'll catch you soon. And what do we got? TTV. Hello, you're new. Well, welcome into the stream, friends, as I'm sure we will have a bunch of new friends along for the ride tonight. I'm hoping that the chat can stay relatively friendly tonight. We really enjoyed games 1 and 2 being pretty friendly, pretty often cordial, I guess you could say, and then all of a sudden game 3 things started falling off the rails a little bit as this series has continued to mow along. That was expected. I'm not saying it was unexpected, but it just kind of sucks to see when you have everything going really good and then all of a sudden the series gets really hot and intense, and then people start falling by the waysides against each other and going a little bit angrily. But that's playoff hockey. Obviously the players on the ice are doing the same thing, so it's not like we're really expecting anything here. And Margaret, welcome back in. Blaze, welcome in as well. As we are getting set for this one, it's 6:51, friends. We've been live for 21 minutes, and we now have well over 23 hours streamed. So an hour watch for every minute streamed is not a bad thing. And the Firebirds win round 1 of the Calder Cup Playoffs. The Coachella Valley Firebirds are off and running in the playoffs. Lineup for warm-up for the Oilers. The Oilers appear to be going 11-7 in Game 4. Kane, McDavid, Hyman, RNH, Drysdale, Yamamoto, Fogle, Ryan, and McLeod, and Costin Bugstad, your 10th, 11th forwards. I always want to say 13th, 14th. Nurse, Ceci, Ekholm, Bouchard, Kulak, Desharnais, Broberg, your 7 skaters, and Stuart Skinner going in net for the Edmonton Oilers. That is what you got to know. And JT, welcome in. Long time no see, but glad to see you, my friend. And Robin, welcome in as well, as we are all cheering for the Oilers, hopefully tonight, towards a big victory. Not saying everybody in the stream watching is, but all us Oilers fans are hopefully cheering for the Oilers to go out there and absolutely crush it tonight. And as we know, too, got unfriendly. I was working for Game 3, so I wasn't here. Yeah, no, there was a couple of people getting a little uppity in the chat the other night, but I know that's just part and parcel for playoff hockey, so I'm not too worried about it. Obviously, nobody worked their way to a ban as of yet, so that's a good thing. And Justin, yeah, definitely, friends. Justin's just reminded me to ask once again, if you haven't hit the like button yet on the stream, that would be greatly appreciated. The more likes on the stream, the more likely someone is to find the live stream. So if you haven't had a chance yet, please do that. Anna, welcome in. And let's go again. New, thank you so much for the dono. The first one on the board tonight. We'll continue to go ad-free the rest of the pregame thanks to that. I mean, that's pretty much, it's one thing that I have to play ads once in a while, but the problem is those ads kill the amount of people in the stream. As soon as people get an ad, they head out. So when you guys throw down the money, that just makes it so much easier on my part. So I really do appreciate that. And not saying anybody has to throw down the money, but just saying it's a respect thing back your way, that I just kind of avoid the commercials for everybody when we get it going. All American, you're welcome into the stream. And hi, new here as well. So we got a whole bunch of people tuning in for the first time tonight, I am sure, and we will get rolling with this stream here in about 27 minutes from now, as the Oilers will get set for the LA Kings at 7:20 face-off. And a last day watching from Chile, then you'll be heading home tomorrow, so you should be ready to hopefully catch game number 5 for the Edmonton Oilers when they get home. D, who are the referees tonight, friends? I may have you all drop out of this stream if I end up telling you who the referees are tonight. It is Lee and Kozari who are the referees for the Edmonton Oilers LA Kings game tonight. I am so sorry that I had to tell you that. I am so sorry that you just found that out if you're just finding that out. The Oilers are in tough. But Josh, yes, the Oilers are coming out firing this game. We are hoping for sure. And Nathan, Avs are going to take a 3-1 series lead tomorrow. Well, I'm hoping the Avs find a way. Like I said, my dream matchups would be LA, Vegas, Colorado, Boston. That's my playoffs. That's how I want the Oilers to get going here. This playoff year is go LA, run it back. Vegas, first time against them in the playoffs. They're the division winners. Take them down. run over to Colorado, take home ice again, beat them, and then go on to the Cup final against the Boston Bruins and take down the Giants, the Boston Bruins. That's where we're at. Slapshot, welcome in again. And thank you so much, JT, for just tuning in and just giving a view down to the stream. That's all that really matters at the end of the day, guys. I don't want to keep you here any longer than I have to. If you have stuff going on, I appreciate you popping in and saying hi. That's really all it comes down to at the end of the day. And Ruby, welcome in. And yes, welcome in as well. Got the emojis going tonight. And have we missed anything else here? Magic, happy friends, happy chirps, funny chirps, and entertaining chat. Exactly, right? As long as everybody keeps it not exactly friendly. Like, you can cross lines, but just don't be ignorant about it, I guess, what the actual question I'm asking is. And Ace, welcome in. Ace with a pretty good comment about the chat right there. Daniel, welcome in as well. And Mac, unfortunately, again, friends, as we just pick everybody up here to get things going towards 7 p.m., I can't show the game due to copyright. I would love to if I could. I would love to commentate with actual broadcast being fed to you, but unfortunately I can't. So we're just hoping the Oilers get the job done tonight, and we can sit here and enjoy it all together on the live chat. I will have the play-by-play for you. This is more like a radio broadcast live stream, just with a little bit of live camera reaction, right? Don't you all wish you could see live camera reactions of Jack Michaels when he calls an overtime goal? Well, you got that for me when the Oilers hopefully score the overtime goal tonight. Raptor, welcome in. Roger, welcome in. And let's see, what do we go here? Smurfy, welcome in as well. The Oilers are 7-3-1 with the refs for tonight, Tim. Yes, the record is not bad. I just think the stigma around these two refs for Oilers fans is there. I think one of them is the referee that Connor McDavid told to check upstairs. If I remember correct, that's what I quickly Googled today, so we'll see what comes from that. Pedro, welcome in. Indeed, we'll see what comes out of this one for sure. As I'm not going to try and push anything Bettman tonight. I don't really need to complain about much. Obviously, we've had a pretty good success here on the streams, and that's where I'm just going to keep it at for now. Brian, good evening to you as well, as we are just hoping the Oilers get underway well tonight. That's what we're hoping for. The Oilers just need to get going and kick butt right out of the gate tonight. That would be fantastic. And yeah, I got Magic. If I could do the same deal Dangle gets, that would be fantastic. But I will mark my words. Unless some kind of package that I never thought possible comes my way, I will never work for Rogers or Bell covering sports. I guarantee you that. I had that time. I had that chance. I just had to step up and do the hard work to get there, and I chose not to do that because it was not something I was interested in. And you look at the results now we're seeing here on YouTube. Obviously, there's a reason that I chose the path I chose, and there's a reason it's working out this way for me. Zephyrus, welcome in as well. And let's see what happens tonight, as hopefully we just don't go to overtime again tonight, Slick Jeep, because I don't want to deal with those nerves again. I'd love to see the stream pop off one more time, but I just don't want to deal with the nerves of overtime anymore this series if possible. Patrick is now live, friends, so we will once again just take a moment to flip over to his stream quickly and get things off and running to catch up with what he's got going there. So we'll just go over there, as we've got 213 watching along here on Dolynny TV, and I want to try and direct a few of you fine folks over to Patrick's stream throughout the course of the night if you want to quickly check out anything going on his way. As we'll get that going. Perfect. And we should be good to rock and roll here in a matter of moments. Let me go here. Oilers Fanatic stream. I almost forgot how to spell Oilers there a moment ago. My apologies. That was brutal, but there we go. Pin. And there we are right now. And Fiala is back in the lineup tonight, according to Peter. That's not good news. That really hurts. And hopefully the Oilers can just get the job done. Max, why did they call up Rodrigue? Because throughout a Stanley Cup playoff run, you usually have 3 goaltenders available to you. I believe, just seeing that Mr. Calvin Pickard may be headed off to play in the Canadian World Men's Championships this year. So we'll see if that actually comes true for him. I hope it does. That'd be a great honor for him. I think he's Canadian. I hope Calvin Pickard's Canadian. I don't have it backwards. Or maybe he's going to Team USA or whatever country he's from. Hoping he gets it going. Austin, welcome in. And Roger, to answer the question, what the most I've ever had in a live stream at one time for a Oilers stream, that would be 853 back in game number 2. We're going to try and crush off 900 tonight if I have it my way. But of course, we got to have a pretty good game down the stretch to get that to happen. So we'll see what happens here for the Oilers LP. You're asking Patrick who? Patrick from the Oilers Fanatic, my friend. And it is 7 o'clock, friends. We are just about ready for this one here from LA between Edmonton and the Kings, as we will get set for game number 4 at Crypto.com Arena. And we should get ready here in a matter of a moment. The Oilers have to get this one, Oilers source. I agree with you. The Oilers absolutely have to go out there and get that one. Yeah, we just got to get it done. And so that's really all that matters at the end of the day. And Pedro, you're ready for the battle to begin? Absolutely. And Nathan McCarr is from Calgary. Played his junior hockey in Brooks. Played in the World Junior A Challenge in Bonnyville, Alberta in 2016. Fun fact, I interviewed Cale Makar in 2016 3 times during the World Junior A Championship. I have a photo with him, in fact, even as well. So just enjoy that for what it is. And yeah, let's see what happens for the Oilers tonight against the LA Kings as they're showing the montage right now. Carter, welcome in. Hopefully the Oilers come up tonight with a little bit more of a better even strength effort. I think the biggest part is that Jonas Korpisalo has been making save after save on the 5-on-5. So hopefully the Oilers can find a way to crack Jonas Korpisalo right out of the gate tonight, and away we go the rest of the way home. But friends, right now I'm going to appeal to you just as we hit 7 o'clock. If you haven't already, hit that like button here on the stream. I would appreciate if you could do that. Just again to reinstate that, it just is one of those things. If you hit the like button, it kind of helps everybody find this stream, right? It shows engagement with the stream. It shows that this is a stream that people like, and this tells YouTube to recommend it out to more people looking for an Oilers Kings stream. So definitely, if you get a chance, please do that. And Joker, just to give you an idea, it will be a radio play-by-play style broadcast, just with a live camera on me, so as you can kind of feel the emotions alongside me as the Oilers and the Kings go back and forth here in game number 4. So that's where we're at right now for this one. And let's see. JD, we were talking about the Leafs unloading Jack Campbell. Well, I would not be surprised if Jack Campbell comes out on the revenge tour next year. Just kind of the way it goes out there. And Nathan, yes, way back when in 2016, when I was in my early 20s, I did indeed get to interview Cale Makar. Probably the craziest interview I've ever had in my life. So that is something for sure. And Eric, no, unfortunately, I did not find a way to keep in touch with Cale after all these years, but I wish I did, because that would be a really fantastic little interest into the NHL to have, that's for sure. I was pretty jacked up when he got drafted 4th overall there by the Colorado Avalanche, so I will tell you that much. That was a pretty big day in my life. Max, welcome in, and Joker, you've got it on your TV right now anyways, so we are all good. And Francis, welcome in. You support the Oilers as a Habs fan. I was going to say Flames fan. I don't know why. The BioSteel's almost done, friends. We are almost ready to get this one underway. We're about 16 minutes away from puck drop tonight. And just to give you an idea, the first watch time update of the evening, how about this? We are already at 68.85 hours. So we should have a pretty good chance to hit that our 100-hour mark prior to puck drop. And there's the high stick from Velarde again. which I realized today that I missed an opportunity to talk about the high stick in a different fashion in my title. And there's the definitive angle that they've got. So that is where they're showing it touches his stick and changes the angle of the play. And Scout, welcome in. And it will be this one here. Am I gonna stream the game or only reactions max? I will do play-by-play. I will do the radio style play-by-play for the Oilers and Kings this afternoon, or this evening, sorry. So it's just live reaction with radio style play-by-play. So I've kind of got you covered two ways over. And Canadian, you're looking for a live stream of the game that you can watch. Unfortunately, I don't know where to find that for you. And I also know that any live streams on YouTube will likely get blown down by the NHL pretty quick. So that's where we're at. But friends, we are just getting underway here as Scott Oak now takes us inside Crypto.com Arena to get us set up here. The Oilers continue 11-7. Fiala is in for the Kings. So I think as head coach Jay Woodcroft, your thing to Evander Kane would be lean on Fiala as much as you possibly can when playing against him. Peter, 3-2 for the Minnesota Wild. That is huge for the Oilers. Obviously, that is a huge one because I want to see the Minnesota Wild make it as deep into the playoffs as possible because, 3-2 for Dallas. Oh, damn. Farm Girl, welcome in. Glad to have you aboard. Everybody was missing you last stream out, so we're glad to have you again. As we'll get you rocking and rolling throughout this stream, I'm sure, as we are now, it's 7:06, so we are a few minutes away, about 15 minutes away from puck drop now, friends, as the Oilers and the Kings keep getting closer and closer. Hey, now, welcome in, and Juicy, yes, everybody's trying to find a way to watch the game for free, so hopefully you guys do find one, and then you keep my stream on. That would be a great little compromise between our worlds, that's for sure. If we could do that, that would be fantastic. Let me just mute that there and get this going. And we should be ready to rock and roll as Patrick's over there. He's already got 21 viewers over in his stream, so fantastic to see. We're pulling over 300 combined. Good to see. And Shannon, welcome in as you're hoping Zach Hyman has a great game. I am as well. He had that one grade A chance there in Game 3. Would love to see him cash a goal. And S2G is Holloway on the roster tonight. No, he is not. Evander Kane is in. And the Oilers are going 11-7. So that's what we need here. And take two, you bet against the Oilers and regret it 5 minutes after placing the bet. I imagine that could be part and parcel for a big night for the Edmonton Oilers. Game 4. And yeah, you know what? I don't know. I don't think anyone's taken the Kings to be up 3-1 other than Kings fans. So that's something we got to make sure we're aware of tonight, is we got to go get this one rocking and rolling for the Oilers tonight. A big victory against the LA Kings in game number 4 on tap. Hopefully, Monte Carlo, is Kane on the roster? I know he is not a morning skate. He is on the roster tonight. He will play for the Oilers tonight, so no worries there. Evander Kane will be in the lineup this evening for the Oilers, skating alongside Connor McDavid. Boromir, welcome in. And we are just about set for this one. Sorry, you can see I'm just fidgeting and just jumpy all night so far on the stream. I am just itching to get this one done and dusted tonight, as I really want to just win a hockey game and go and get to sleep tonight. Right now, Jonas Korpisalo is first in the NHL history books, minimum 12 starts with a .938 save percentage in the playoffs. So that's pretty crazy to think there. And how many hits do I think the Oilers will get today? I'm hoping they rack up about 50. You know what? 50 would be a good, nice little even number to just go out there and beat down on the Kings. If we can throw 60, I wouldn't mind that either. But obviously, the more body contact we make, the more likely we are to draw penalties against ourselves. So we'll see what comes of it that way, friends, as we are just crossing into, obviously, the next 10 minutes before puck drop. We're getting closer and closer as Kevin Fiala is confirmed in now by Tony Brar for the LA Kings tonight as Game 4 Oilers versus Kings lineup sheet. It will be Ceci, Ryan, Costin, Nurse, and I don't know why they're all Costin, Nurse, and Leon Draisaitl that will start at center ice for the Oilers. Roy, Kempe, Kopitar, Byfield, Gavrikov, and of course Korpisalo in net will be the starters for the LA Kings this game. So that's where we start tonight. The LA Kings going with the Kopitar line. The Oilers going with Draisaitl alongside Clean Shady and the big bad man Derek Ryan, who had that big goal the other night. So that's where we're at right now. And of course, there we go. Thank you so much to Patrick and Toff for pinning my stream over on their stream as well. Always glad to see that. And Jordan Newton, welcome in, my man. Glad to have you along this evening. And Devils, cool compared to Leafs fan. No, I'm trying my best to just sit back and enjoy the ride this year. Right, I have nothing guaranteed past tonight and Game 5. So I'm just going to sit back and we're going to see what we can do here prior to puck drop throughout the game to try and obviously set some records here on Dolynny TV throughout the next few hours, as we are looking for, I will tell you, the stream number we are looking for. When it comes down to this right now, friends, and you're asking yourself, what kind of numbers is Tyson looking for to break that said record he's talking about? The numbers I am looking for on the live stream. Stick with me. Phone's not loading fast enough. Let's go here, sort by most viewed. The number I'm looking for to beat the 2017 Home Run Derby is, quite honestly, 24,214 views. So that breaks down to be just about 7,000 views an hour over the course of a 3.5 hour live stream. So we've got a long ways to go tonight, but we're going to see what we can do this evening. Sorry, that was really awkward on camera to look at that angle, but that's the plan tonight, is to try and break that all-time record here on Dolynny TV this evening. We've come close with Game 3. Obviously, Game 1 was incredible to start with. It was a top 10 all-time. And then Game number 2 was a top 5. And now Game number 3 was number 2 all-time. So we're looking for number 3 or better all-time tonight out of Game number 4. All right, friends, you continue to throw your predictions for the hockey game in the chat right now. Appreciate that from everybody, as we see a 3-2 Kings OT victory for Sukhjit is what he's predicting. Joker's going 4-2 for the Oilers, and no high stick goals tonight, ref, unless they're by Edmonton, is what LP's hoping for. Northern Farm Girls hoping for just again giving it to the LA Kings fans there. Huffman, welcome in. You're from Pittsburgh, as good luck on the record. All right, well, I appreciate that, Huffman. Really do appreciate that. Carter's got a 5-2 score for the Oilers, should they be able to get the job done tonight. Ruby's got a 5-3 score. I'm hoping the Oilers just go out there. I like that 4-0 score somebody threw in the chat earlier. And Chris, you've got Kai watching alongside you as well, so appreciate having the full family watching tonight with us. That is excellent. And Supreme's going with a 7-0 final. I don't know why everyone's feeling a shutout for Stuart Skinner tonight. I cursed it now. I've said it out loud, but I have a feeling that there's a little bit of feeling that the Oilers might do something a little special here in Game 4 tonight. Margaret's got a 3-2 game for the Oilers. Boromir's got a 1-0 finish in OT for the Oilers. Joker says McDavid scores a hat trick. Trent's going 3-0 for the Oilers. Johnny's got a 4-2 Oilers finish. And Matt's here for the Kings, but no hate, my friends. No problemo. I appreciate this. I'm just here to bring all and any hockey fans that need the updates on the LA Kings Oilers series together here for as many updates as I can possibly send you. 7:14. We are just about ready to get into LA now, as we are ready to rock and roll here in a matter of moments. POG, you're new here, Leafs fan, Oilers in 7. All right, I can appreciate that. That's a pretty good call. And Davidson tuning in from Manitoba with a 3-2 Oilers victory. Jackie with a 4-3 Oilers victory in overtime. Amberson's cheering for the Kings still, and SS also cheering for the Kings. And let's see what else we got going here. Insight 1-2 for the Kings. Backwards, I like it, but I understand where you're going. JJD wants the Oilers to lose so bad. Again, see, this is where I'm balancing it out here. I'm balancing it out. As Bazil's going for a 6-3 win for the Oilers tonight. And hopefully the Kings... Justin, you're still going on about the refs as well there. So, okay, all right. Trust me, everyone's going to have their opinions about this series here throughout the course of tonight's game. I promise you that much. The Oilers hitting the ice in LA as we speak. Mike, you're going for the Oilers and the Leafs. Wouldn't that be a dream cup final? I will tell you that much for sure. Mike's got a 5-2 final as well for the Oilers. Peter's got a 7-1 final for the Oilers. Ghost as well with 7-1. And, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what ends up coming out of this one for sure. Justin's just saying, let's go Oilers. And again, reminding me to ask you, friends, if you're new to the stream or joining back for a second time, third time, what I need you to do right now is I would love to try and get as many likes grouped up here on the stream as possible right here, right now. Because again, just to appeal to you one more time before puck drop, likes, what they do is help YouTube recommend the stream to everybody else that needs a live stream tonight. So definitely if you can leave a like on the stream, that would be fantastic. We're about 23 away from 100 as we currently talk. And don't remind me to tell you that the best live stream we've had all playoffs long was 308 likes so far. So let's go out there and crush that record tonight as well. Shannon going with a crazy little finish, kind of like ace style right there. And Steve's expecting the referees to favor the Oilers tonight. That would be a change for a lot of people. And as well as we get going here, battles going for the Kings. So we have everybody covered right now. All Americans going for the Oilers. Still have harsh feelings for the Kings since they beat your Devils in the 2012 Cup Final. Oh, I did not see that unraveling right there like that. All right, friends. The Oilers, the Kings on their benches right now. The lights, the silver and black lights flashing in LA as we are just about ready to rock and roll here. Toast, welcome in. And Kyle, thank you so much for the kind words. And let's get this going here, friends, as we are just about set for the national anthems. What I will tell you right now, because Huffman just reminded me of this right now, if you're new to the channel, friends, I need you to hit that subscribe button. Not because I need you to hit some magical numbers or something. Yes, I'm aiming for 11,900 tonight, but I want you here for Game 5. I want you here for Game 6. I want you here for Game 7. And if you're an Oilers fan, I want you here when the Edmonton Oilers lift the Stanley Cup in front of us on TV this year. So let's get that going. As Nabib, welcome into the stream as well. I think I missed somebody else. Kent, welcome into the stream as well. The pressure is on the Oilers tonight, that is for sure. Hannah Davey is the national anthem singer for the LA Kings. That is something we missed last game. Made sure to get it right here, right now. So that's where we're at right now, friends. We are just about ready for puck drop. There's about 2 minutes to go until puck drop here between the Oilers and Kings in this first period of play. And just to give you an update on that subscriber mark right now, we're at 11,807, so 93 to go throughout the rest of the night. And one last quick check of the watch time, shall we? As I would love to give you that one last time as we get underway here. We definitely reached the 100 mark. We are at 139 hours prior to puck drop here on Dolynny TV tonight. So let's hopefully get this going. Mike, I remind you of Dreamer by Supertramp. Well, I'm hoping the Oilers dream up a victory tonight. Oilers Source, here we go. I think you've got the game just about ready to start on your television set if that's how you're watching tonight. Hopefully everybody's ahead of me a little bit so you can alert me to the Oilers goals so that I can react even more special to it. But let's get this rocking and rolling, friends. We are Greason Awards puck drop here. We've got the American National Anthem next. And then it's the Oilers, it's the Kings here in game number 4. The Kings lead 2-1 in the series, and we would love to try and get this one underway. Marshall, the game has yet to start. Ryan, you're cheering for the Kings, and Tom, you like that insult there from C. I like it. See, that kind of stuff, if everybody can just laugh about it and enjoy it a little bit, I have no problem with that kind of stuff in my streams. Keeps it interesting. And let's see what what we got going is we are just about set here, friends. The chat's moving faster than I can keep up, so I'm going to take just a few seconds here to get a couple breaths in and finish off those last few nerves as we are just about set for puck drop here between the LA Kings and the Edmonton Oilers, friends, as it is going to be a good one here between the Oilers and Kings. They're just finishing the American National Anthem live from Crypto.com Arena here in Los Angeles, and then we will be set for the play-by-play of tonight's Oilers-Kings game here in a matter of moments. As all the Kings fans in the stands, there's a couple of Oilers fans that have made the trip. I can't imagine that was a cheap ticket to get in LA, but obviously you got to do what you got to do. So here we go, friends. It's, as Kent is saying, it's a must-win for the Oilers. Will Ferrell's got a whole different type of face paint on tonight. And, of course, Will Ferrell's set to star in a Live-inspired golf television show, according to the score that was put out earlier today or yesterday or at some point I saw. So here we go, friends. Crypto.com Arena, they're going to get everybody off the ice. And let's do this. Jonas Korpisalo in net for the LA Kings. The referees and linesmen meet at center ice as Korpisalo, the star of this series so far between both teams. Honestly, Korpisalo stealing the spotlight. Stuart Skinner 1-2 record, 2.80 goals against average, and a .900 save percentage here in the NHL playoffs. Jonas Korpisalo, though, like I said, he's been an absolute stud. A .931 save percentage, 2.53 goals against average, and a 2-1 record. So it all starts tonight for the Oilers by beating Jonas Korpisalo early and often and beating up on the LA Kings physically and mentally as much as we possibly can in this game number 4 at center ice. Leon Draisaitl set to take the face-off against Andrei Kopitar as Byfield and Kempe are on Kopitar's ring. And, of course, it's Costin and Ryan on the wing with Draisaitl. The Oilers win back the face-off into the defensive zone. Darnell Nurse fires it around the near side boards back out to the point, and the Oilers might have this puck. They did for a brief moment. The camera person was even confused there as this one comes to the near side. It'll be worked back by Kempe into possession for Gavrikov. Gavrikov in behind his own net will make a quick pass to the far side corner, and it flips up out of the zone off the boards and back into the neutral and all the way down the length of the ice. Icing call against the Edmonton Oilers right there, right now. So just like that, we have a stoppage in play, and the Oilers will see the face-off drift towards the right-hand side of Stuart Skinner in their own defensive zone. Draisaitl out there for 29 seconds so far, getting this one started for the Oilers. It'll be Derek Ryan taking the face-off in the defensive zone. Kings win the face-off, fire the shot wide. The line combinations now on our television screen. Nugent Hopkins, Draisaitl, Yamamoto, Kane, McDavid, Hyman. The puck comes up off the glass and almost out of play, but stays down low. Here's a chance for Deneau to get it back to the point. Keeping it in. No, not keeping it in is Mikey Anderson, and the Oilers trying to get to the attack now as Arvidsson spins off the check of Leon Draisaitl back the other way. Philip Deneau, Trevor Moore fires a shot blocked away by Stuart Skinner, now picked up in behind the net by the Kings in the Oilers zone. Battling off a check is Trevor Moore. Still battling off a check was Trevor Moore, and that's still Zach Hyman, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Evander Kane on the ice right now. So Connor McDavid yet to take a shift in this one as Nugent-Hopkins will backhand this one up the boards, try and get it out. It goes down the length of the ice to Drew Doughty atop his own face-off dot on the near side. Doughty fires a pass right through the middle of the ice. Leading ahead is Matthias Ekholm to battle this puck up off the boards. Kings almost free it up, and they do, and the Oilers a last-ditch effort to keep it free. And here comes Evander Kane across, playing it ahead in the near side corner for Zach Hyman. Hyman trying to get to it, and this one will be battled back as no top six winger has a goal in this series. So that's something we're going to see happen here hopefully tonight, is a top six winger for the Edmonton Oilers scoring a goal, as this one's now Kailer Yamamoto buzzing towards the puck. 18 minutes remain here in this first period of play as the Kings go around the boards, and this one's played back by Draisaitl to Connor McDavid, who's double shifted now with Draisaitl and Yamamoto. That one just a poor play there from every Oiler involved to try and keep that puck in the zone. It'll be lifted down into the Oilers' end. Matthias Ekholm picks up this puck. He circles around behind his net and now out to the blue line. Quick pass there. A nice pass off the boards. Leads Connor McDavid ahead. Kings regain possession and they will come back the other way. Stopping short in front of their own goaltender, Korpisalo. Durzi will play it off the boards. Bang it free. Kings have a mini 3-on-2. Now the Oilers fall back into position. The puck played to the middle, and Iafallo just missed a tap in at the side of the net. The Oilers doing so far so good, obviously, in the you-know-what department. Is here comes Darnell Nurse. He'll lead in. This one's just a weak backhand that hits the Kings player and stays in front of them, as the Oilers will once again dump it down deep. Korpisalo out to play this puck. He'll reverse off to Durzi. Durzi's tied up there by the Oilers rather quickly. Bukestad plays it back to the blue line. Kulak keeps it in. Shot fired. Save made in front by Korpisalo. Could have almost had it. And then another shot fired there by Foegele over top of the net. Just couldn't find it on the near side one-timer. Durzi fires this one around the boards. The Kings continue to battle there. Here's Kulak freeing it up. He's had his stick knocked out of his hands. No call against the Kings here. The puck dies along the boards, and Grundstrom will play it up the boards and get it down low into the zone. Stuart Skinner back the other way. Now Desharnais off the boards. Bad bounce for Desharnais. Plays right in front for the Kings. Nice strip there by Ryan McLeod. And the Oilers get going with a big physical check there by Evander Kane into the boards. And now picked up behind the net is Desharnais. Tipped ahead by Hyman. Arvidsson plays it back the other way to No. We'll play this one out. Doesn't go in positively for him, as the Oilers erase the mini attack, and now the Kings push to the front of the net. Another great stick by the Oilers. Pokes it free into the neutral zone. 15:56 to go here in this first period of play, and we are starting things off hot so far. 15:49 to go in this first period. Arvidsson back the other way. Back to the blue line to Noah Crossed. Nurse will see this one chopped off, and now Cody Ceci will come back the other way. This one shot down into the zone. Nothing happening there for the Oilers, as it will be the LA Kings picking this one up in their own zone. 15:28 to go here in this first period. Doughty will come back the other way and play this one down low into the zone, and that one is, well, just kind of hits a few people on its way, and the Oilers able to clear it out as Kempe will pick this one up in the neutral zone. Kempe rocking and rolling through the neutral zone. It's 5 minutes in. I should take a sip of water, I think, as Kempe dances to the middle. The Kings push it to the net. Oilers do a good job of fighting that one off. Big save from Stuart Skinner, and the Oilers avoid taking a penalty there. So now this one chipped free. Coming over the line is Draisaitl. Yamamoto on the attack. Save made by Korpisalo. Rebound in front. Can't find the back of the net. And this one's now Bouchard playing it down low to Connor McDavid. McDavid will skate this one over top of the LA Kings stick. Back down low as Yamamoto tries to get the puck free. He can't. Now Draisaitl will battle this one back to the boards. Now McDavid back to the point. Draisaitl cuts it off instead, and he's got it at the near side wall. Draisaitl still pushing around there. He's going to again look for an option here. He's just power skating along the boards, taking a few shots there from the LA Kings defender there on him, Matt Roy. And Draisaitl just sees it pop over the line. He'll be forced to fire it in at the end of the shift. 14:13 to go here in this first period. The Oilers and the Kings yet to really establish much of anything crazy on net. There's an offside whistled against the LA Kings, and we'll have a little pushing and shoving here between Klim Kostin and an LA Kings player, but that will stop us for the time being in the middle of this one here. So that's where we're at right now. The Oilers Kings tied at 0-0, and Iafallo just missed a tap in at the side of the net. My goodness, that could have been a beautiful chance for the Kings had they been able to score it right there. And then another tap-in opportunity by Byfield goes just wide of the net, and the Oilers just missed clapping a puck into the net on the far side. So here we go. Let's get this going. 14:05 to go in the first period, friends, as we will have the face-off outside the Oilers line. The shots 2-2 for each team, and now coming back the other way, the Oilers across the line. Brett Kulak winds up a slap shot, misses wide. McLeod hustling back as Kulak's kind of out of position. Nice play by Iafallo to get it in deep for the Kings. He'll get it down low. McLeod, though, picks it up, and a nice steal there for the Kings. Backhander on Skinner. Save made. Rebound is denied by the sticks of the Oilers, and this one shot on by Edler. Scooped up by Stuart Skinner, and we will have a stoppage of play. We like to see it right there. And that is right there, done and dusted. So big time stop for Stuart Skinner, and a big time stoppage of play for the Oilers. Friends, we're on commercial break, so what I want to appeal to you right now, if you're new to the stream, what I need to ask you is, if you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button here on the channel. Would love to have you aboard for more Oilers content, that is for sure. And of course, I want you back here in Game 5. So the easiest way to find me is to be subscribed to Dolynny TV. So I'd love to have you if you would consider hitting, once again, show the graphic, that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. We're trying to hit 11,900 tonight. I have a good feeling we should be able to do well over that tonight. And hopefully we hit some records as well along the way. So just to say as well, I know we are well off of the start of the stream. We are at 2.933 times 42.37. We are already at 207 hours watched on the stream. So we're off and running for what is going to be a very special stream tonight. We're 207 hours into a stream when we had 1440 as the highest total prior. So we should be very close to crushing this one, that's for sure. As Tim, we're close to it. And Garrett, thank you for the kind words. But unfortunately, like I said earlier, I will never work for Rogers or Bell covering hockey. I can guarantee that for you. And Tim, to your comment, just seeing not the best start for the Oilers. No, the Oilers need to go out there and bury the LA Kings, and so far they haven't done that. So that kind of fails my test of how the Oilers need to start as well. But we're getting closer by the minute to hopefully scoring a goal here for the Edmonton Oilers, and that would be a huge one for us if the Oilers could indeed find a way to get it done. Just want to quickly refresh and see how Patrick and Toff are doing over on the Oilers Fanatic. As you see, I am sending you their way, if you see on the stream there, and they've got 21 folks watching right now, so good for them so far. And let's get this going. Face off down in the Oilers zone. Bugstad kind of won it for the Oilers, chopped ahead there by Mr. Brett Kulak as it gets down low. Derek Ryan's taken out from behind into the boards, but kind of one of those sandwich hugs, so not a hit from behind. Played in front. Korpisalo gets the glove down. Puck still loose in the crease. And Oiler goes down, and Derek Ryan is clutching his head as his helmet had popped off. That was a wild sequence in front of the net, but the Oilers still unable to solve Korpisalo at 5-on-5, as that's just a great play there by McDavid to wind it around the net. Played it in front off the skates of Dursey, but just could not find the back of the net there, as Dursey got down to a knee to block that one, and then a jam shot there from Clean Costin just could not put it home. And the Oilers off the rebound this season, 36 recoveries, 7 chances, and 1 goal so far for the Kings, though. 3 goals, 4 chances, and 29 recoveries off the rebounds, according to Sports Logic. So hopefully for the Oilers, we find a way to counteract that, and we get this going here in Game 4 by cashing in on some rebound chances. 13:21 to go here in this first period of play. Kings working it out of the zone. They've got it back into the neutral. They're across the Oilers line. The shot fired from Deneau, and then he's stopped up by Ceci, and then gave a 1-2 for what it was worth from Ceci, as this one comes back for the Kings. A shot fired blocked in front by Nurse, who's honestly been pretty solid in the playoffs compared to what we saw early in the season, to be honest with you, as this one comes around the boards, and Nurse continues to battle here along the boards. Trevor Moore sees it fired to the near side boards. The shot fired there to the far side. Now Evander Kane will pick it up and come back the other way. Kane across the line to Nurse, over to Ceci. The shot save made by Korpisalo. That was a big one for Korpisalo, as that was a huge shot there from Ceci, who gets back into the play and erases Trevor Moore from being able to advance the puck. And now Evan Bouchard will take over for the Oilers as they complete a line change here. Bouchard across over to Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm will walk across the Oilers line. Bouchard fires it into the Kings end, and this one comes all the way to the far side boards. Oilers lift it back in. That will go out of play, and we will have yet again another stoppage in play here early on in this one, as the Oilers and Kings continue to battle back and forth. So far, so good for both teams, not giving up a goal as of yet. So let me just see here, friends. That one, Cody Ceci put off the post. I thought it was a big save for Korpisalo, but he hit it off the post. All right. That's where we're at. As this one will be a face-off now for Draisaitl. Far side of the LA Kings zone. And this one we'll see Kopitar waved out. And coming in is Quinton Byfield to take the face-off for the LA Kings. Byfield wins it quickly onto Korpisalo. And we're going to have this face-off now being redone by the looks of it one more time. How about that? Let's run it back one more time. I don't mind wasting time here on a Sunday night. We got all the time in the world. We aren't going to bed at midnight hopefully tonight. Now saying that, I've cursed it and we'll be in triple overtime at midnight, but that's fine and dandy. We can also handle that if it comes our way. 12-11, the first period remaining here for the Oilers and Kings. The shots 4-3 for LA as Ekholm off the face-off, clear by the Kings, picks up at his own blue line, Draisaitl across to the far side. This one handled by the Kings rather quickly. The Oilers then pick it up, and here's Connor McDavid to Draisaitl, a shot. What a save from Korpisalo. You have got to be kidding me. That is old school as old school gets again. Connor trying to feed over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl robbed on the one-timer from Korpisalo. Wow. That was absolutely an unreal save from Korpisalo. What a shot from Draisaitl, but just could not get it going. So this one comes back the other way now for Bouchard after the Oilers regain possession, but they are heavily offside at the blue line, and we will freeze this puck down and have another stoppage in play here. But what a play there for Connor McDavid over to Leon Draisaitl, who was looking far side. And sorry, that hit the post again, I think. If I'm not mistaken, that hit the post again against Leon Draisaitl as that one kicks out off the iron. Wow. Leon Draisaitl that close to solving us a 1-0 lead here. Korpisalo getting save after save from the post here early on in this first period. And that's just been this series, a battle of inches from both teams. As this one so far so good for both teams, as now McLeod will get this one played ahead. Ryan battles it out into center ice. 11-17 to go here in this first period of play. 4-3 the shots on goal as this one continues to climb around the zone now into the Oilers' end and picked up there by Philip Broberg on the pass out. He'll fire it into the far side corner, but it's blocked there by Edler. It broke his stick actually. So that's where it's at right now, as this one will come back now for the LA Kings behind their own net. Dursey picks this one up. Dursey will look to play this puck off as he's still waiting. The Oilers just standing there. The Kings just standing there as well. McLeod sees this one go, and now the Kings play it all the way through the middle. Here come the Kings the other way. The shot fired, save, scores! Just like that. The rebound, we were talking about it a moment ago. The rebound goes in for the LA Kings with Kevin Fiala on the ice. I'm not sure who got the goal for the Kings, but that's a big one right there. And secondary to that, I will follow that up almost immediately with Tim's wise words from the start of the stream about the 7th comment of this live stream from Tim, who called it accurately last game, saying first goal would win last game. He said first goal tonight will not win this game. And Darnell Nurse gets caught floating around out there in front of Stuart Skinner. And that is tough. And Yamamoto kind of lets up on his man as well. Yamamoto kind of just quits skating there after battling with his man. And Nurse kind of chops the puck and it goes up and over top of Skinner and into the back of the net. So 10:33 to go here in this first period of play. And the LA Kings lead 1-0, 10:26 now on the clock as the Kings again get to the attack here in the defensive zone for the Oilers. The Oilers, the shot fired towards the net. The Oilers get a block somehow, some way on a stick exploding, absolutely exploding for the Kings. And this one's lost up somewhere in the neutral zone as the Oilers have it back in the defensive zone now. The referees pick up the broken twigs, and now we will get this one going as Darnell Nurse picks this puck up. He'll go over to Desharnais. Desharnais fires this shot in. Goes around to the far side boards. Doughty out to play that puck. It'll be turned over in front. Draisaitl shoots. Save made by Korpisalo, and I still cannot believe that Korpisalo is making or getting away with all these shots against and not giving up goals. That is absolutely unreal. Wow. Draisaitl over to Kane, and Korpisalo kicks out the pad, waits a moment, or it would have been 5-hole. What an absolutely unreal sequence here so far for the Oilers. They've had chance after chance. They've hit post after post. Korpisalo's made some big saves, and they find themselves down 1-0 after a few minutes here. Almost half of this first period gone, and the Oilers are down, to say the least. That really sucks to see, but like I said, plenty of hockey left, and I'm taking Tim's advice here that he is going to be correct, that the Oilers will win this game because the Kings scored first. Friends, if you're new to Dolynny TV right now, what I need you to do is come back for Game 5. What I need you to do that is hit the subscribe button here on the channel. We're currently sitting at, if I could get my live subscriber feed to load, we're sitting at 11,818 subscribers, so I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. That would be greatly appreciated as we get rocking and rolling tonight on the live stream. Obviously, things looking pretty solid to start. We are trying to outmatch a pretty great start to the 8 p.m. hour last live stream. We are about 1,500 views away from doing that, so there's still a long ways to go. But just to say, we have absolutely been crushing along tonight, and I appreciate you being along for the ride, because it is going to be one heck of a special night here on the channel, as we are looking to set an all-time record for views on a live stream on Dolynny TV at 24,215. That is the number we have got to reach at some point tonight. So that's where we're at. Hopefully the Oilers can figure that out and give us a hopefully figure it out and give us a big result down the stretch in this one. So Daniel, welcome in. Let's get this going, and as well Justin, welcome in. Here we go. The Kings win the face-off off the defensive zone draw, and now Ekholm gives the man a bump, and the Oilers tip this one back out into the neutral zone. The Oilers play this off the face-off back into the Kings zone, and now Evander Kane goes down low into the zone to play this. Can't get it going, and the Oilers continue to battle here. Quinton Byfield will go across, chopped there by Ekholm to hold up the Kings in the neutral zone. 9:24 to go here in this first period. It was between 5 and 4, and I kind of said both, as this one will be. Fought back into the Kings zone just by the tidy little stick check of Leon Draisaitl. Now the Kings still playing pitch and catch in their own defensive zone, trying to catch the Oilers napping like they did on that first goal. The Kings shoot the puck, short side shot denied there. Now, well, here's Yamamoto picking up the puck, chipping and charging into the offensive zone. He's hauled down, swimming on the ice, trying to keep the puck alive for the time being. The Kings clear the zone. CC gets it back, and now the Kings with a chance here. Trevor Moore still battling that puck, gets it down low to the far side. Now it rims around the boards. Hyman separates man from puck. He's able to get it out of the zone, free for Mr. Kailer Yamamoto, and here's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who had a few seconds to play that puck and then just bobbled it against Gavrikov. And here is Hyman playing this puck back and around the zone. Hyman looking to try and get this one deep. It's Nugent-Hopkins who does. Yamamoto out there playing it. He will backhand this one up to CC. The shot comes in, bounces off the end boards after it's blocked. Another shot directed towards the net goes over top. 8:11 remains here in this first period of play as CC gets it going. Now Nugent-Hopkins over to Zach Hyman. Hyman battling in behind. Hyman will try and get it going off the boards back to the point. The shot comes, save made in front or blocked once again. I honestly could not tell you. And this one continues to battle against the boards as Trevor Moore and Darnell Nurse engaged there. Nurse got it tied up for a second as Yamamoto freed it up for the Kings. Is coming back the other way. Roy chips it off the boards and down into the Oilers' end. That will not have the weight for icing. CC realizes it and gets going back the other way. As here now is Darnell Nurse picking this one up. Nurse will get it over to CC. Cersei will fire it in. 7:28 to go here in this first period of play. That's Doughty playing it ahead to Fiala. Fiala up the boards. He'll wire it across to the far side to Iafallo. Iafallo gets it down in front, playing it for Velarde. Couldn't get it there. Now Darnay battles off the check. Comes free to Fiala. He pokes it ahead. And now Doughty will get this down low to Fiala, who fires the shot towards the net. Can't get it going. So far, so good, as that will be Stuart Skinner just as the puck bobbles towards him, picking up that puck and freezing it for the time being. So that's where we're at right now. And hopefully for the Oilers, we get back into this game here in a matter of moments. Another live check of that watch time, friends. One more time here as we continue to rally up that watch time pretty well here on the stream, as we're at 3.1. Divide that out by 60. We are at 282 hours watched on the stream, so we should hit 500 no problem by the end of the first intermission, I would say for sure. As this one's one ahead by the Kings. The shot fired towards the net, blocked in front again by the Oilers. We've got 7 minutes remaining here in this first period to play, as Ekholm will chip this one to the far side boards. Here comes Ryan McLeod skating into it. He will step down into the ice and kind of stay alive with that puck, I guess, for the time being, as McLeod will try and battle this one again to the point. He's still battling as the Oilers turn off the boards, and turning and burning to Bukestad is McLean Costin as Bukestad goes along the boards, rims it around. Far side over to Ekholm. Ekholm battles it ahead. Clean Costin's got this puck here. He's going to work this puck around the boards a little bit against Grunstrom. No penalty upcoming there on that play, hopefully. As, well, Costin just pushes the man across the blue line. The Oilers are able to separate. Once again, man from puck. And this one comes out from behind the Oilers net, led ahead by Matthias Ekholm, who will work this one over to Philip Broberg. Or sorry, Evan Bouchard. I don't know why I said Broberg there. That's my bad. This series, it's weighing on me. I'm telling you, it's weighing on me. This one comes now into the near side corner. The Oilers working this one here, and that'll be played ahead by the Kings. Byfield gets this one out down the ice, and Kempe chasing after it. Ekholm able to play it there, as this one's now worked by Bouchard over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl looking to make a quick pass, as the Oilers yet to really break through the Kings defense here. And how about this? Maybe Draisaitl makes a man miss. He tries to get the puck down low. Kings good support from Kopitar, able to play that puck off. And now here comes Ekholm chipping this one into the Kings zone, as Ekholm's turned back by a stick of the LA Kings. Flipped back into the Oilers end. This one's going to bounce all the way for no icing. It had the perfect draw weight. Nurse kind of held up and obviously had to, waiting to see if that one was an icing or not. 5:16 to go here in this first period of play, as the Kings fire it back the other way. Moore across the Oilers line. He'll get it in deep into the far or near side corner, where Deneau fires it over to the near side corner. Ceci gets it up off the boards, and the Oilers will battle this one ahead. And here comes Derek Ryan. Ryan will continue to battle here. He'll bounce it off the boards. Nice play there for the Oilers to regroup this puck. Kings able to come up with it, and here they come back the other way. Shot fired towards the net. Save made by Stuart Skinner, and now this will be picked up by Cody Ceci. Darnell Nurse playing this puck now ahead. He'll fire it over to Ceci again, and Ceci will bounce it off the boards into the zone, and that will be an unforced icing call against the Edmonton Oilers. A big mistake there from Mr. Cody Ceci on that play. That was a big time unforced error, but unfortunately still happens. So we'll see what comes of it here. Here's Will Ferrell in the stands. He's got young fans next to him. I don't know if that's his son or what, but Will Ferrell's looking like he's having a lot of fun in the stands. He's obviously been enjoying things so far. And this one now will be a face-off to the left of Stuart Skinner in the defensive zone, as this one continues to battle here. As this one will be now a face-off between Iafallo and Ryan McLeod, as the Oilers switch wingers as well. And now McLeod will get set for this one here, as the puck's dropped and the Kings win the face-off. Nice save by Skinner off the face-off. The Kings now with 8, and that will be a high stick from the Kings. Apparently not. It was over their shoulders, I was sure of it. Here's Fogle, the shot. Save made by Korpisalo, and another tough, big save from Korpisalo right here. And still not enough to solve them, however, and that's a big-time shot from Velarde. Big-time save from Stuart Skinner. And friends, that's where we sit at a commercial break again. Welcome to Dolynny TV. I'm Tyson. If you're just tuning in for the first time ever or tuning back into the stream, I'm glad to have you aboard. What I do want to say, though, is it's commercial break time, which means we once again bring out this subscribe ad. If you'd be so kind, friends, to consider hitting that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. Come back for Game 5. Come back for Game 6. I want you here as much as possible throughout this series, because I want to make this as special of a playoff run as we possibly can. So if you'd be so kind to consider hitting that subscribe button. And I know for a lot of you Oilers fans back home, probably be a much easier choice to hit the subscribe button if the Oilers were winning this hockey game. I will tell you that right now. So let me just quickly go over here and see where we're pacing right now, as we are just rocking and rolling along tonight. We are well over the numbers we need to be at this point of the stream, so there is a good chance we get the things done that we need to tonight. And let's just quickly get back to action here as we are just going through the little bit of this, obviously the commercial breaks that we have to go through, and hopefully the Oilers go out there and find a way to bust through here in the final about 5 minutes of this first period. That would be fantastic. And Bert, you're tuning in from way up of Canada, up there in the territories, I would assume. Hopefully you're having a great day. Hopefully it's getting lighter by the day, and hopefully it's getting nice and warm up there as well. As Daniel, welcome in as well. And let's get this going here as we got to see what the Oilers have in this one. Obviously 2 posts, and Korpisalo's made some pretty big saves to begin this hockey game. So hopefully the Oilers can find a way to solve him, like I said, in the final last 5 minutes. So the Kings rocking and rolling in the stands. They've got some pretty big fans with some pretty big hats in the stands, that's for sure, wearing the royal hats. And now here we go. Face off down in the Kings zone. The Oilers win it back. Bouchard with 3 assists so far in these playoffs, looking to add a 4th one here on this shift if the Oilers can find it right now, as this one's going to be worked by Drysdale along the near side boards, down low into the near side corner. The Kings work it out, and this comes back, flipped into the neutral zone. Kings are 3 wide. They fire it into the skates of Kempe, who fires the shot up over top of everything as it just kind of went into the far side corner in the Oilers zone. Kings continue to battle it along the boards, running McDavid and co around the zone as it comes, as this one goes back the other way and out of play. And we will have a stoppage in play here right now for the Oilers and the Kings. So right now it's looking like the Oilers and Kings live goal total, if you're betting on that, friends, is 5.5 currently. So hopefully this one kind of explodes in a good fashion for the Oilers, and we hit the over all on Oilers goals, right? 5 Oilers goals plus 1 Kings goal would do that job right now. And this one now will be a face-off between the Kings and Oilers here. As it's face-off down, Bjugstad wins it back, and now coming the other way, Desharnais fires it out in the neutral zone, chopped ahead by Evander Kane. Working to the backhand is Hyman. He gets it off the side of the net to the near side. Picked up there by Kulak. Hyman still trying to battle this puck, coming out to the Oilers. Now this one back into the neutral zone, as this will be worked ahead by Desharnais. Firing it off a body over to Matt Roy on the near side of the Kings zone. Deneau picks up behind the net. He'll fire out in the neutral, and the Kings back the other way as they try to get the attack going. Here's Arvidsson to the attack. Shot, scores. 2-0 5-hole on Stuart Skinner as the LA Kings go back the other way and score. And the Kings make it a 2-0 game with 3:12 to go here in this first period of play. That's a tough start. As Skinner gets it going, and now all of a sudden the Oilers bench is looking at this. The Oilers bench is looking at this one pretty hard. As this one is, was it offside for Arvidsson at the line? Hold on. Was that offside at the line for Arvidsson? As we're going to watch this one here. As he spun around really quick. I don't think we have an angle of that, do we? Hopefully we have an angle of that. And that is Arvidsson potentially offside at the line. I don't know. I don't think that's what's happening here. Doesn't seem like we've got any challenge notices from the officials. And let's see what happens here. Is this will be Jay Woodcroft not taking a look at it any longer. So it's a good goal for the LA Kings. And we're now down 2-0 in this best of 7. Down 2-1 in the series. The Oilers off the face-off. Come back the other way. Fire it into the zone. Alex Edler gets down deep in there against Derek Ryan, and now all of a sudden Connor McDavid's hopefully going to get on the ice here and do some heroics. That's about all it's going to take to try and do this here as the Oilers see the Kings come back the other way. This one down low into the zone as Kulak continues to battle here against the, or is that Nurse out there battling? I don't know, as this one will come back the other way, and we've got a penalty upcoming against the Edmonton Oilers. There was a man down behind the play. Ceci takes the man down, 2:44 to go. And Jay Woodcroft once again taking a look at the iPad on the bench, as he's going to be doing that quite a bit here in this first period for the rest of it. As Ceci, a clear-cut penalty right there. Hooking, actually it's Derek Ryan or Cody Ceci taking the call. I think Derek Ryan gets a high stick in there. Yeah, Derek Ryan gets a high stick in against Fiala. I think Cody Ceci took the hold. So that's where we're at, as we're going to see what happens here. 2:44 to go in this first period. Bugstad getting going on the face-off. The Kings are 26.7% on the face-off so far in this series. And this one's going to be won back by the Edmonton Oilers. Fired around the boards by the Oilers. Cleared down the length of the ice to Jonas Korpisalo. We've got 10-9 the shots for the Oilers. 2:33 to go in this first period of play. And this one will come back the other way now for the Kings as they get to the attack now. And this one across the line. Fiala fires it over to the far side. This one works in for the Kings. Now Desharnais chasing into the corner. The shot coming from Kopitar back to the blue line. Doughty head fakes over to Fiala. The shot fired on net, blocked in front, up over top. $1:26 remaining here in this first period power play for the LA Kings. This one coming the other way. Doughty will work this one here. This will be batted off over to Kempe. Kempe to Kopitar, far side corner. Now whacked there by Darnell Nurse. Desharnais battles it in front. The Kings pick it up. Kopitar slides it home. And it is 3-0 for the LA Kings. My goodness, this is a turn of events, isn't it? The LA Kings pouncing on that puck and putting it home with $1:49 to go in this first period of play. And the Edmonton Oilers falling apart at the seams as this first period goes on. I don't know, after giving up the 2-0 goal, why Jay Woodcroft didn't call a timeout. I think that would have been a really good thing to do. And now all of a sudden, that's where we find ourselves right now. And this is really just an Oilers created mess, just not playing hard enough on pucks and obviously not sticking in position well enough. And yeah, that's just a veteran move, veteran savvy deke around the goalie there by Kopitar, and Cody Ceci, an unnecessary penalty right there to give us the situation we're in now, as Evan Bouchard will lift this in. Kane comes in running hard into the boards as McDavid sees this one battled out to Trevor Moore. Leon Draisaitl gets it batted across to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard works it ahead, and the LA Kings able to battle off the Oilers' attack there. Batted back into the Oilers' end. $1:24 to go here in this first period of play. Puck played off the boards. Kane bats it over to the Oilers' end, and this one comes back for the Kings to the near side boards. Deneau across and over to Doughty. Or sorry, that's Matt Roy. That's another big goal for Kopitar. Fiala's already got 2 points in his first game of the playoffs here. 2 assists by the looks of it, as this puck comes around, and now Yamamoto picks up. He's going to get it going back the other way. This one's picked up ahead. Hyman bats this one down deep into the zone. Now tied up along the boards there, just around the face-off dot area. So this one comes back to the line. Can't be held in there by Evan Bouchard. Across and over. The shot fired there by Philip Broberg. Now this one comes back to Nugent Hopkins. Shot fired off the stick of Iafallo. 38.2 seconds to go here in this first period of play. Nugent Hopkins bats it around. Hyman shoots the puck. Save made by Korpisalo, and it goes up and out of play for a stoppage here with 28.4 seconds to go. As this one will get going here for the Oilers. 28.4 to go in this one. As that is Desharnais losing his battle in front, and then Kopitar putting it home. That's tough to watch. That is about as tough to watch as you possibly can. And this one's going to be tucked home. And the Oilers, well, they find themselves down 3-0 here in this one. The face-off. Waved out is Bugstad. Coming in is Nugent Hopkins for the face-off against Kopitar. 28.4 seconds to go here in this first period of play. This one's worked back by the Oilers. Played down to Zach Hyman. Hyman will battle off the boards here and free up the puck for a few seconds, as he's going to work off the boards and try and play this one down the boards. No, yep, now he is, as this one comes to the far side for Bugstad. Bugstad battles there against Anderson. Anderson's getting ragdolled by Bugstad, and the Kings flip it out into the neutral zone. 6 seconds to go here in this one as it comes to the near side. Hyman will chop it one more time. And after the first period of play, the Kings fans are on their feet. 3-0 after 1 period of play right now, friends. And one more time, I will tell you, I'm going to head upstairs, go grab some water, regroup really quickly, grab an Oreo, and make myself feel better about this one. Kind of eat my feelings a little bit there, I guess you could say. But we'll just recap the watch time. One quick journey here as this one goes here, as we'll quickly tally that up. And we are at 384 hours on the stream, friends. So one more time, if you'd be so kind to consider hitting that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV, I would love for you to do that. We're trying to hit 11,900 subscribers tonight. Might be tough with the way the Edmonton Oilers are playing, but we will battle through and get this job done tonight, friends. I'll be right back. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Stay tuned. We're back in a few minutes' time for the first period intermission and to wrap up what was an absolutely insane, insane kind of first period. You ready to rock and roll, friends? Because I'm not. That was a tough first period to watch, that's for sure. But hey, we'll get it done here in a matter of moments. I promise you, it'll only be another hour or two before the Oilers have a fate decided in this one. To recap that first period, the LA Kings lead after 1 period of play in the shots department, 11-8. The Oilers, 14 hits to 11 for the Kings. 9-8 the face-offs for the Oilers. The Kings capitalizing on the power play, the only one of the period so far. 5-0 the giveaways for the Kings. 3-0 the takeaways for the Kings. And 6-3 the block shots for the Edmonton Oilers so far during this one. So, interesting game so far because the LA Kings are up 3-0 over top of the Oilers. Gabriel Velarde scoring his second of the series. Victor Arvidsson scoring his first of the series. And Andrei Kopitar scoring his second as well. Kevin Fiala has got 2 points on the night with both primary assists on Kopitar and Velarde's goal. Danault's got his second assist. Trevor Moore's got his second assist. And the LA Kings have all of a sudden jumped out to a 12-9 aggregate score in the series so far. So that's where we're at right now. And Oilers source, to sum up my feelings, not great, but not over. Far from over between the Oilers and Kings right now. And that's the best part of this, friends, is we've got 2 periods to play left, plus whatever else the Oilers want to give us in this one. So that's where we're at right now. Hopefully the Oilers can rock and roll this one here. And R. Jones is asking if everyone in Edmonton sounds like this. Well, I will tell you, I am an Albertan. I'm not an Edmontonian. Not born and raised in Edmonton. Did spend 2 years there, but I am born and raised Cold Lake. So off the beaten path a little bit, the great city of Cold Lake. And to be honest with you, I sound pretty unique. I sound like how do I put this? I sound like Canadian Sylvester Stallone. That's what I've been told by a pretty big voice coach I had in college back in the day at the NAIT Radio and Television Broadcasting programs. So yeah, it was kind of a wake-up call there, right? Everybody's like, where the heck are you from? All these kids from Edmonton, and they're like, where the heck are you from? And I'm like, I'm from Cold Lake. And they're like, do 12 people live there? Did you get raised by polar bears? Did you get raised by like wolves? Like what's the case here? Why do you sound so different than all the rest of us? I don't know. Kind of an interesting one, that's for sure. I mean, I've come to learn to live with it, and I think it's one of my biggest strengths. Just to have a little bit of fun with it there. So, all right, here we go, friends. We are hopefully going to get this hockey game back underway in a matter of moments. Let's see what we got going here as we're going to go check Twitter here. I'm sure that's going to be a great mess for sure. And 40 minutes left, but the way the Oilers played in the first 3 games, I'm not sure it was necessary. And I'm not sure why the Oilers went to McDavid and Draisaitl as a pairing in this one, but yeah, the Oilers and Oilers fan base on life support going on into this second period of play. That's fine. We'll battle through, as we should be ready to rock and roll here in a matter of moments. And Kyle, you're asking if I'm an EMCO HVAC influencer. No, I just working in the sheet metal trade. You get a lot of hoodies and you rep who you care about kind of deal is my saying. As yeah, right now we're rocking and rolling here for this one. We are just about through the intermission, I would assume. So hopefully we get back to the Oilers hockey here in a matter of moments. But friends, we are absolutely dangerous here on the stream so far. Just want to give you a quick idea on the watch time, as I really don't want to pay attention to the chat too much because honestly, right, I think I'm not accusing everybody in the chat of being negative, but there's really nothing positive to be said about the Oilers situation here after one period of play. So I'm just going to yammer on about nothing, which is kind of my specialty if you haven't learned that so far. And then we'll go on there and succeed. We are at 431 hours watched on the stream, so we are well on our way to getting that last 1,000 to match that record from last live stream. And again, friends, if you're new to the channel and haven't had that chance yet to hit that subscribe button, would love for you to do that here for me tonight, as we are pacing on our way to hopefully getting this job done here for Game 4 to be an all-time great live stream. We're at 11,830 subscribers right now, so we are crushing along on the channel, that is for sure. So friends, let's see what else we got here, as I just want to quickly check where the views are coming from here. Looks like we got a pretty solid group of videos getting views right now here, as this has been a good evening so far, and that's what you're going to see, right? I mean, I should be very upset at the Oilers. I should be angry at Kings and Kings fans right now on the stream. I should be losing my mind, and I should be tuning out of the live stream, and I should be upset, and I should be angry, and all the 9 yards. But end of the year, I am just really, really grateful for everything we've got going on here right now, friends. I mean, have I ever had a live stream have these kind of numbers after the first period of play? No. Have I ever had 3 back-to-back live streams that have set the all-time Oilers record for views on live streams? No. Have I ever been this big on YouTube, right? Have I ever been at 11,830 subscribers? No, I haven't. So that's where I'm at. I'm just really enjoying this ride, and I'm really just enjoying everything you guys are throwing my way and making me feel very dang special, I must say. So that's where we're at right now. So friends, as we're where we're at right now, we are just getting back to hopefully action here in the next 5-10 minutes before we get going, as hopefully the Edmonton Oilers can turn things around and get going. But like I said, end of the day is I'm just going to be grateful that if it is 5, if it is 6, if it is 7, that it happened, and we can at least enjoy it all together and hopefully see the Oilers turn this one around. That's what I must say right now is the Oilers just go score a goal right over the first minute and a half of this second period. Give us some life, and I mean you watch how quickly Oilers fans change their opinion if Connor McDavid scores an end-to-end goal in the first minute and a half of this first period. So hopefully the Oilers find themselves in that situation right away. And again, friends, I think we'll stick away from the cat, or maybe we'll bring the cat in here. I'm not sure what we'll have to do here to change the fortunes in this first period of play, resulting in a 3-0 lead after 1 for the Kings going into this second period of play. But we'll see what happens here tonight. That's where we're at. So we are just getting going here, friends, and I honestly can't keep up with the chat. It's moving way too fast for me, and that's unfortunate. Hey, you heard I was looking for you? You heard I was looking for you, buddy? Come here. He heard you. He heard you. Everybody back home, a little 3-legged guy heard you. He heard you were looking for some cats, and we've got the little 3-legged guy on the stream right now. You see he's missing his leg right there. As we are going to see what the Oilers can bring us home now that the little 3-legged guy is up here on my chest purring away. Hopefully the Oilers can come up with something now, because we're trying to change the tides here a little bit. We've got the cat up on the live stream, and away we go. Hey, little buddy, glad to have you. There we go. I needed a little bit of kitty love, so hopefully everybody back home as well needed a little kitty love, and now we are good to rock and roll here in a matter of moments before we get going. Hey, you know what? When in doubt, that's why I've got cats at home. Is you gotta just enjoy every little bit of it and enjoy every little special moment. And I have a cat purring on my lap when I'm feeling a little bit down after a very tough first period of play. Hey, you know what? That's a pretty good thing to go here. So hopefully the Oilers can turn it around and get going here in a matter of moments. And I mean, I think the sentiment would be from Oilers fans that know the situation here for the Oilers. It's far from over. You got 2 periods to score 3 goals and at bare minimum send it to overtime. Draisaitl, Nugent-Hopkins, Hyman, McDavid, Bouchard, Ekholm, Nurse. As long as Stuart Skinner dials in here in the intermission, we should be absolutely fine. And at worst case, I know a couple of people have asked about Jack Campbell. Why not bring him in? I mean, it's up to you, right? If you're fine with saying the series is over, yeah, maybe bring in Jack Campbell. I think if Stuart Skinner lets in another goal, sure, let's talk about it. But I think coming out of the intermission, I think Stuart Skinner can lock it down and get this job done for us here. I've had faith all season in Skinner. I was the first guy to say that Skinner was our #1 goalie, and I'm hoping that Stuart Skinner again continues to do that for us here the rest of the way home. So that's where we're at right now, and hopefully we get it done. As the Oilers looking like they might not get anything on the scoreboard according to the bookies here in this one. So, all right. Let's hopefully get this one started in a few moments' time yet again, as we are just about to cross into another big number as we start this second period of play. So we're about ready to get this one underway. So Craig, I ordered a tripod off Wish and ended up with a cat. Well, I always did want a tripod before I got this little guy, and ended up with this little guy. So you're not wrong there, that's for sure. And Mike, you're turning around as a Kings fan saying McDavid is going to take over this period that you're scared. Well, that's why I'm holding out hope, right? We haven't seen Connor McDavid do anything as of yet this game, so give him a 3-0 deficit going into the second period of play. He hasn't had really many big starring moments in the series outside of about 2.5 minutes in Game 3. I would definitely be interested to see what Connor McDavid's personal response is here in Game number 4. So that's where we're sitting right now, just hoping the Oilers can get that from Connor McDavid, then away we go. I shouldn't have petted the cat and then touched my nose. You guys know how that ends on the stream. And just as we're rolling along here again, friends, I'm going to give you a quick check of the watch time. I'm going to reply to a text, and then we're going to get going here in a matter of moments as these commercials should be finally just about over. And look at that. We're at 489 hours watched on the stream, so we're going to hit 500, which is a pretty special total in my life, I must tell you. 500 hours watched, just to give you an idea, friends, is 20.8 days. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, let me reply to this text, which says, oh my God, Desharnais. Yeah, it was not a very good period for Desharnais. And we shall turn it around in the second. It's Mick Jesus time. That's the reply. That is what we're doing. All right. Anyway, friends, we are getting set for the start of this second period. I mean, Sportsnet is shoving the commercials down our throats here on this broadcast. So obviously they know how much this means to everybody back home. So you better be prepared to watch the commercials. And Simon, anyway, back for the Oilers, in your opinion, yeah, Connor McDavid masterclass in this second period. And we are good to rock and roll. That was what I would expect from Connor McDavid, and that is what I would expect from the Edmonton Oilers. And hopefully we get this going. And Campbell will start the second period for the Oilers. That's confirmed by Elliot Friedman, as also thrown in there by Bobby in the chat. And let me just see here as not too bad yet. Not worried too bad. Make it 4-0 for the Kings and we might have a problem here, but right now I am still in that full territory where the Oilers can pull it back, and we should be good to go here in a matter of moments as we're finally on the loading screen. So yes, that's the good old connection we got. Well, till proven otherwise. And trust me, friends, this is where probably back in 2020 during the Chicago series, I would have been having a mental manic breakdown. Instead, we're having just having a good stream, and hopefully the Oilers are about to crush it here. Let's go here. Evander Kane, 5-on-5 struggles this series. While Evander Kane's got one goal outside of Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and all those guys not doing anything. Oh, geez, the texts are great. So hopefully the Oilers can get something going here. Kailer Yamamoto needs to score on a fourth shot of the series. That would be all right if he would. Stuart Skinner on the bench. He can't believe what's going on here and now. Jack Campbell, this is the redemption tour, friends. This is what we have waited for all season long. Jack Campbell in a do-or-die hockey game. Not that this game is do-or-die, but Jack Campbell in a do-or-die hockey game, ready to turn and burn and bring us home. Here we go. Leon Draisaitl ready to take the face-off at center ice, friends. And Soup is coming in as a spark. Patrick, I am hoping that is the case. Let's bring it on. Leon Draisaitl at center ice against Anze Kopitar. The puck is down. The second period is underway. This time the Kings win it into their own defensive zone, just as the Oilers did to start the period number one. The Oilers firing it back the other way. The Kings out to the attack first. As this one will be flipped in. It hits Nugent-Hopkins in the shoulder. Comes down on his stick. He's battling this one here, free to Cody Ceci. Kempe comes up to play this puck. The Oilers skating back the other way, and here comes Draisaitl. Draisaitl to the attack. He will backhand this one on net. Goes up over top of Korpisalo. Nurse throws a big hit on the defender there for LA. Comes out to Jack Campbell, who plays it up along the boards freely to Draisaitl. Draisaitl plays this one up the boards now to Darnell Nurse. Frees it up over to Nugent-Hopkins, who will come back the other way and fire it into the offensive zone. Yamamoto swimming around the defender Roy. Yamamoto still battling the defender Roy there, as now a big hit coming in on Arvidsson. Falling to a knee is McDavid, and this one battles there as that is Yamamoto getting it free to the point. McDavid out to the attack as he'll spin off a check and get it free to Kane. Kane leaves it for absolutely nobody, and the LA Kings are able to fire it into the middle of the ice as this one comes back the other way for Roy. Roy will see this one come back to the blue line there now to Arvidsson. Arvidsson gets it out in the middle of the ice, and McDavid picks this puck up. Kane getting to the attack. Now he will swing the stick around and look to get going as Hyman throws a check, and the Kings throw it into the zone. Oilers continue to battle here as Ekholm will pick this one up. He'll fire across. Here comes McDavid to the attack. McDavid fires a shot, glove save from Korpisalo, and that will be a stoppage in play with 18:23 to go here in this second period of play. So that's how it starts out. The Oilers pressuring here early on, and hopefully finding the back of the net here in the next little bit. They've gone the first minute and a half without doing so. I thought it would be key if they could get it going, so hopefully this one will start turning here in a moment as Foegele gets to the attack. This one checked in behind the net, and the Kings able to flip it out into the neutral zone. This one played by Vinny Desharnais out and over, and the Oilers turn over the puck in the neutral. Here comes Gabe Vilardi playing it off to Fiala. Fiala will dance around Desharnais, and Desharnais battles in behind the net. Iafallo picks up behind, fires in front, shot misses wide of the net. Kings keep it in as Doughty fired it around behind. The Kings again fire up the one-timer in the neutral zone. Can't get it going now the other way for the Oilers. Here's, Kulak just about fires it off the post and in, but a save there for Korpisalo. The last little bit of him that could get it, he got it. And the Oilers continue to battle here as they'll get it around to the near side boards as Fiala picks up the puck for the Kings. Doughty back to Fiala on the near side. And this one will be lifted up out into the middle of the ice. And this one's knocked down by Iafallo. The Kings not giving us anything here to work with so far. Realistically, the Oilers have had a couple good looks, but nothing substantive as of yet. And now this one's coming back the other way. Here's Costin. He'll get going into the offensive zone. One-timer shot fired on, save, or it goes wide. I'm not too sure which. And now the Kings trying to go the other way. This one's going to be battled here into the neutral zone. Still jumping around. There it is in the neutral zone and coming back. The shot fired towards the net. Blocked in front. Ryan goes back down low behind the net to Ekholm. Ekholm will fire the shot in front. Tips down to Derek Ryan. And the Oilers pressuring here as this one continues to go around. As this one's battling. And it looks like we've got a penalty upcoming against the LA Kings. So there you go. Time to give it some gas. And as the family members would say back in the day, give it some kapusta as we are looking to try and do something here on this power play. And that's a big save from Korpisalo. And all we need is one big goal here, and we will be good to rock and roll, friends, as this one's Zach Hyman battling off the boards, and Evander Kane looking like he might have taken a whack on top of the knee. Looking like he might be a little hurt, but that's fine and dandy. His tripping call against Edler, as now Leon Draisaitl wins the face-off back to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard across to Nugent Hopkins. Now Bouchard down low to McDavid. McDavid back to Bouchard and back. The shot again, fired wide of the net. No to play. 10 seconds into this power play. The Oilers worked it rather quick as this one goes back and forth, and then McDavid fires the shot up off the bar and out of play. So, all right. That one goes up and out of play, and now this will be a chance for Leon Draisaitl on the face-off in the Kings zone on the left-hand side of Korpisalo. Trying to get this going. This one goes back as Nugent Hopkins is hauled down on the face-off. No call there, so the Oilers play on as they'll get to the near side boards, and coming back to the point, Bouchard. Bouchard's got it near side boards, down to Draisaitl. Draisaitl plays it in front, jam shot. Hyman just could not cash it there. Back to Nugent Hopkins, comes out of the zone, and now Bouchard gets it going here. This will be picked up now by Bouchard as this one goes back down low to McDavid. McDavid across the line to Nugent Hopkins over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl gets going down low into the zone. Back now to McDavid. McDavid wheeling and dealing around the zone. The shot fired over. Can't get it going. Now this one will be back over. Shot fired. Save made by the Kings. This one fired back in front by the Kings and out of the zone. This has been a long first minute of the power play, that is for sure. And this one is coming back now for Bouchard. Bouchard will come over the blue line and dump it back to Connor McDavid. McDavid wheeling and dealing across the line. He'll get it over to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins back to the point now as Bouchard goes across to Draisaitl. Draisaitl looking back to Bouchard. Bouchard over to McDavid. McDavid to Nugent Hopkins over to Draisaitl. Back to Bouchard. The shot fired. Goes wide of the net as Draisaitl will try and get this one back to the point. He does. Now McDavid over to Bouchard. Over to McDavid. Cross to Draisaitl. Back to Bouchard. The shot. First scores! Evan Bouchard, baby. Let's go. We're back in this thing right there. Big power play goal. And the Oilers are down by 2 with 15:05 to go in this second period of play. That feels good. He knew it was coming. Bouchard had queued it up a couple of times. Hadn't released it fully. And Evan Bouchard gets it through the crowd and absolutely smacks it home. Good puck work there by the Oilers. They get Korpisalo leaning. And the Oilers take home the first goal of their game as Bouchard just wires that one home. That's a big one. And like I said, you watch what this one will do for the morale on the bench, morale in the chat, and morale across the Oilers fan base. Evan Bouchard, 5 points in this series, scored on the power play, all of them so far. But hey, you know what? We got to get it when we can get it, and that's all that matters. Is this one's going to go back down low to Kane, fired up over top of the net. And now McLeod gets going, as McLeod will get checked down to the ice, and this will be the Kings battling along the boards. Kane out there battling as well. The Oilers have 15 shots in this second period so far through, well, just about 26 minutes of hockey. Oilers battle through a check. Ceci down low behind the net. This one coming back as Ceci continues to battle along the boards. Kane's back out there. Kane's taken down. He'll battle through the check and keep going. The Oilers are absolutely working in the zone now. This is about the most life we've seen out of anyone not named McDavid or Draisaitl in the series, it would seem. And the Oilers see this one battled out into the neutral zone. Draisaitl picks up his 4th assist. McDavid now up to 4 points in 4 games. So that is that is where we are at. And I'm liking the chats on the reaction there to the goal. As here's Jack Campbell out to play it. So the Oilers winning 1-0 with Jack Campbell in net this hockey game. Just letting you know. Yes, they're down 3-0 following Stuart Skinner in net after one period, but the Oilers winning 1-0 so far here in the second period. There's ways to look at it. I can tell you all the ways to cherry pick stats. I'm pretty good at it. 13:40 to go here in this second period. Brett Kulak around behind the net. He'll work it in front. This one's battled off. Kulak continues to bang it off the boards and go down low as Ryan will see this one go over, and now Desharnais picks up this puck. Desharnais behind his own net trying to battle this one here. Kulak gets it going, and this one will come up the ice for Kulak. He's skating with a head of steam. He'll fire it in towards Korpisalo. It eludes him. Oilers get to it. They're battling against 2 Kings. Now Doughty sees Fogle collapse in on him, and this one the Oilers getting 2 at the blue line. Ekholm picks up this puck. He'll go across. Shot from Bouchard loading. Shot fired. Save made by Korpisalo. The Oilers continue to buzz in the offensive zone here as now McDavid getting going, and now here's Hyman across over to Bouchard, back to McDavid. McDavid skating in towards the net, can't get it going, and he will skate again around down low, bounces in front. Korpisalo survives again, and this one's fired out of the zone by the Kings. 3-on-1 back the other way with Bouchard hustling. Arvidsson fires the shot, save made by Campbell, jamming away, another save. Campbell's down, doesn't know where the puck is. Kings player gets turfed to the ice, and Jack Campbell makes a big save right there. That was a big sequence right there for the Edmonton Oilers. As that was a big time sequence from Jack Campbell making save after save, standing tall. About 4 shots there from Philip Deneau as he just sits on it in the crease. So that's where we are at right now, friends. A 3-1 lead for the LA Kings as they continue to, well, lead this one. You're now getting towards the middle section of this second period. Again, friends, I'll appeal to you. If you're new to the channel, what I want you to do right now is consider hitting that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. We've been rocking and rolling all playoffs long. Would love to have you hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV to come back for Game 5, especially whether you're an Oilers or Kings fan, because I would love to have your discussion here. Right now, 11,841 subscribers total on the channel. So just to keep this in mind, friends, we are aiming for 11,900, and we've got more than half the game to go to gain 60 subscribers. So we're not that far away from possibly doing it tonight. Hopefully on our way is what I should say, and just to give you an update on the watch time as well, as we are hopefully starring in that department tonight. That would be fantastic if we are, as we're at 866 times 9184 divided by 60. We are at 591 hours watched on the stream so far, so we are absolutely playing along here pretty well on this stream, that is for sure. And now we're just waiting for this commercial break to get up and done. Friends, also, if you haven't hit that like button yet on the stream, that would be greatly appreciated. Gelato, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button, and we should be ready to rock and roll here in this one. So here we go. Let's get going as Bouchard over to McDavid, back to Draisaitl, loaded up Bouchard, 92-mile-an-hour shot back of the net. You like to see that. That was a big one for the Oilers. And now hopefully things get going here in a matter of moments, as this one shot fired past the net. And that's where we're at right now. So Jack Campbell will get it going as this battling around, as Evan Bouchard getting going on the bench. And now we should be getting, as this one's going to go back to Matt Roy at the blue line. Roy's going to go across to Kevin Fiala. Fiala is going to go back along the boards, and now this is battling there. Evander Kane takes Fiala down, beats him down to the ice pretty much, just bodied him up with his upper body and took him down, and now back the other way. Gabe Vilardi across the blue line. The shot fired into the near side corner. 12:09 to go here in this second period of play. Kane's going to play this one off the boards, can't battle it there, and now Fiala working back the other way. He's going to battle around behind, and Fiala ate his own stick up high. This one shot wide of the net, near side boards. Kane does a little stick check on Roy, who drives right to the front of the net. Now still battling, and now Jack Campbell falls on that puck and makes the save, and now Nurse throws it in the face of Gabe Vilardi. Iafallo has Ceci tied up. And we are in for what will be a thrill a minute here down the stretch in this second period. We should be ready to rock and roll here in a matter of moments, as that was a big save for Jack Campbell. A couple of big saves there for sure. And this one now a chance here, and hopefully we get this going, as that's a big save from Jack Campbell for it. And this one's going to be backhanded there by Matt Roy. And chopped there by, I believe, Gabe Vilardi on the near side. This one's going to be worked now for the Kings, as they will take the face off against Ryan McLeod. 11:48 to go, as this will be fired up off the boards and out of the Oilers zone. Derek Ryan back the other way. Warren Foegele to the attack. Foegele shot save. Oilers almost score right there. Derek Ryan on the opportunity, had it in front, couldn't handle it as Broberg fires it down low. Foegele takes another shot, can't do it. Now, Ryan McLeod off the boards trying to get it going, as this one comes around to Philip Broberg, who's looking mobile out there here on this shift. Kulak fires the shot off the boards, comes around to the far side to McLeod. McLeod will come out here now free to this one, as Kulak continues to battle. Kulak battling there off the boards over to the near side. Oilers rolling here on this one. And this one needs to get going here, as this is a battle for Foegele, as he'll leave it there for McLeod, who risks it into the chest of Korpisalo. Calm, cool, collected, and holds on to that one there. So big save there for Jonas Korpisalo, who now has to contend against the Oilers' attack, coming heavy at him right there, as this is a couple of big chances for the Oilers in front, as Derek Ryan just takes out both Korpisalo and the Kings defender. And now this one will be a big chance for the Oilers on the face-off to the right, as this needs to be a big chance here for Draisaitl's line alongside Connor McDavid. The offensive zone time has been fantastic for the Oilers this game. Need to cash in here, as this one is now Ekholm battling at the blue line. He'll get it over and just skate around the defender the Oilers have. The Kings sitting back in the middle of the ice, as here's McDavid rolling around the zone with Ekholm. Ekholm down low to Draisaitl. Draisaitl will battle this one across to Bouchard. Bouchard going at the blue line, keeps it in. That was a huge keep in, and here's now Ekholm. Ekholm goes down low, the stick tipped around. Here's Draisaitl freeing this puck up to the far side corner. Hyman keeps it alive, and this one comes now to the Kings. McDavid gets away with one shot, fires, scores. Draisaitl, baby! Draisaitl puts it home, and oh, I told you, we were in for a game yet, and it is now 3-2, friends. 3-2 for the LA Kings. The Oilers scoring 2 big goals. And this one, this is 5-on-5, 10-19. That's why Leon and Connor are together. That's a big one, friends. And the Oilers now find themselves down just a goal here against the LA Kings. Whew, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get this second period won, and then let's go have an interesting third period of play. As Draisaitl absolutely roofed that over top of Jonas Korpisalo. That was a big time one for the Oilers, and now Draisaitl will get in there, and this will now be another face-off for the Oilers at center ice, as this is dumped down low to Korpisalo. And now we've got ourselves a hockey game. Big swings here so far. The Kings scores 3 straight in the first, and then the Oilers score 2 straight in the second period. So that's where we find ourselves right now. The Kings will fire it down low into the Oilers' end. Jack Campbell out to play it. 4th of the playoffs for Draisaitl. 3rd assist for McDavid, and 2nd assist for Zach Hyman. So Hyman's got this one going as this one shot fired towards the net. Deneau keeps going, and this one will keep going behind the net for Deneau. Deneau will play this puck from the office, from Gretzky's office, that is, as the Kings go back. The shot fired towards the net, blocked in front. Jack Campbell never saw it. This one now, shot fired, save made by Jack Campbell. Kings continue to roll in the offensive zone. They're battling around as this one continues to roll for the Kings. Trevor Moore fires the shot up over top of the far side corner. Matt Roy digs it out at the blue line. Deneau continues to battle here and frees up the puck one more time. Back to the line for Gavrikov, over to Roy. Sorry, that's not Roy at the blue line now. Gavrikov fires the shot, save made again. Skating towards it is Evander Kane, can't come up with it. And now Deneau will play this puck around here as it goes over to Iafallo. Iafallo will skate through the neutral zone. He dishes off to the Kings' secondary attacker. Fiala, the shot from the blue line, blocked in front, and the Kings see the Oilers back the other way as here comes Bukestad over to Kane. Kane rips the shot fired off of Korpisalo. The Oilers pick it up in the offensive zone. Desharnais keeps it alive for Oilers possession outside of the zone. And this one now battled off the boards as this one's picked up by Zach Hyman. Hyman will play this one over to the near side boards. Hyman frees it up to Kulak. Kulak fires a shot into the glove of Jonas Korpisalo, and we will have a stoppage in play. So the Oilers coming hard in this second period of play. They've made it a 1-goal hockey game, and now we just have to go out there and finish this one off here in this second period and get it dead even. And yeah, now it's yeah, I'm getting those eyeball emojis coming on in. Friends, if you're new to Dolynny TV, welcome aboard. I'm Tyson. This is the studio, as you see here, the McDavid jersey, the reverse retro, the other reverse retro, the old school, and the new school. That's what you need to know. But as well, if you're new to the channel, I want you to consider hitting that subscribe button tonight, friends, because, I mean, you know what? This game's starting to turn into an absolute classic. I want you here because depending on the outcome of this game, Game 5 is going to be an elimination game or the most important game of the series so far. So that is where I would love to have you aboard for more, that is for sure. So let's see what ends up coming out of this one tonight. Obviously, love having you aboard tonight. That's fantastic that you're here. Thank you so much for being here. I just want to give myself a quick update on the watch numbers here as we're looking pretty all right so far, I must say, and I am in need of a quick break upstairs. I need to munch on something, get some more water, and then obviously get into the second period intermission because I need a rest. You can hear it in my voice. I think I've already shot out my voice yelling about that Leon Draisaitl goal. Caden, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Hello to you as well. You've got the Philadelphia Flyers logo, so it'd be interesting to know who you're cheering for in this one, but appreciate you being along for the ride nonetheless. And Let's go get this, friends. We are just a few moments away from wrapping up this second period of play now, and they're showing the highlights of that Evan Bouchard goal that was the beauty that got us back into this one squared away. And now Bouchard, he's got a little bit of a cut on his cheek, by the way, as well. I don't know if he ate a stick or something right there. And friends as well, if you'd be so kind to hit that like button at some point in this live stream, that would be greatly appreciated, as Camille just reminded me that we've got, total of 218 likes so far on the stream, as this one comes back and fired out by the Kings. Back the other way now. The Oilers battle this one into the Kings bench, and we will have a stoppage in play. 8:09 to go here in this second period. So we'll see what ends up coming here for it for the Edmonton Oilers in the middle half of this second period. And Caden, you have the Oilers in 7 as well. Again, thank you for the super chat again. And the Oilers in 7 is a pretty safe pick. I think I was being a little bit too excited to try and get going here with this one, that's for sure. Saying the Oilers could win it in 5. Is 7:56 to go. Puck battled down. Kopitar will play this one around the boards, and now Ekholm battling to Kempe. Bouchard will free this one up and play it ahead. Drysdale loses it in the skates of Kopitar, who fires it back in. Oilers pick this one up, and no high stick there against Ekholm, so we play on with 7:30 to go. Oilers tip it into the zone all the way down to Korpisalo. McDavid continues to battle here as this one goes off the boards, and now McDavid will wheel and deal towards the net. He'll go around in behind, set up in front, and tries to feed it. Couldn't do it, and now back the other way. The Kings chip and charge into the Oilers zone down to Jack Campbell, but the Kings have iced the puck, and we will have another stoppage in play here with 7:16 to go in this second period, friends. We are also 53 views away from a pretty big milestone on the live stream. I'll inform you of that in a matter of moments here. As this one is McDavid doing some McDavid things. Didn't get a lot of time and space, but was opening up the play just like McDavid typically does. So we'll see if that bodes well here, as Ryan McLeod will take the face off against Andrzej Kopitar here. To the right of Korpisalo, McLeod still battling against the referee as this one goes, or linesman I guess I should say, as the Oilers fight this one off the face-off. Derek Ryan taken down again, no call this time, as Kulak wins it over to Derek Ryan, who battles there, and the Oilers still trying to battle this one free. It comes around to the near side boards, and now Fogel's got it. He spins off a check, plays it back down low. Ryan's chasing this puck against Mikey Anderson. The Oilers battle it free. And now they'll come over to Philip Broberg. Broberg chips it down to Ryan McLeod. McLeod continues the shot, fired up over top of the net. Would have been dangerous had it hit. And this one now will go over to Fogel. This one shot, save made. And Korpisalo will hold on that one. So that'll be a stoppage in play. So that was a pretty big one. Lou, welcome in. And as well, Russo, welcome in, tuning in from San Salvador, El Salvador. I like to see that. As here we go, friends. We are going to get going here. Over 10,000 views on the stream so far tonight. We've got 6:38 remaining here in this second period play, as Ryan Nugent-Hopkins will get us rolling here in the face-off dot. He'll win it back to Darnell Nurse, who will fire this puck down low. Oh, man. Yamamoto took a spill. Almost shoveled it backhand home. But that was almost close to going in. If Yamamoto would have just been able to lift that backhand shelf, we would have had ourselves a continued game here, 3-on-3 in the score column. As Nugent-Hopkins will battle this one to the near side boards, as this fired out by the Kings down the length of the ice. Here's Ceci racing for it. He will get the icing call, and the Kings are kind of starting to slow down a little bit here. The Oilers applying pressure in this second period, and the Kings battling hard as McDavid got away with a trip in behind the net. But you know what? That Draisaitl goal, you know what? You got to get luck once in a while. And obviously the referees handed us a free gift. The second goal, 5-on-5, as they missed a penalty right in front of them on that Connor McDavid trip. So we don't mind that at all, as this one comes over to Darnell Nurse. Nurse will fire the shot, tipped in front, as that will be again caught by Jonas Korpisalo with 6:20. We have had whistle after whistle here in this second period, midway through at the 6:20 mark now. So Hopefully we get it going here. So that one continues to flip up into Korpisalo's glove. We're watching that replay one more time, and now we should be ready to rock and roll. As Draisaitl will take the face-off for the Oilers out there with Connor McDavid and Zach Hyman. 6:20 remaining here in the second period of play. Phone's going off like no tomorrow as this one is won back by McDavid. McDavid lost the handle on the puck, and the Kings tie up McDavid there, and then he's turfed down to the ice, and Kings fans are uppity about that one, and for some reason they were, I think, yelling for a dive against McDavid there, as we will play on 5-on-5 as this one comes back into the neutral zone. Bouchard will rip it ahead to McDavid. McDavid over to Zach Hyman. Hyman towards the net. Saved by Korpisalo. And then his own defender, Mikey Anderson, almost put it in there. This one will be shot fired in down low into the Oilers zone. Picked up by the Oilers here. This one is now Ekholm working behind the net. Trying to battle here. 3-2 the score. As the Oilers have the Kings right where they want them apparently. Down by 1. And battling to try and stay alive in this series. Obviously it would only push to a 3-1. But the more you win this one, the better off your odds are in the series, as Bouchard goes in behind against Velarde. Bouchard continues to battle there, and now coming free is Draisaitl. Draisaitl goes against the boards, freeing it up now the Kings. They'll walk off the wall, drag to the middle, backhand up over top of the net. 5:11 to go here in this second period of play. Shot fired down. Kulak picks it up and fires around to the near side boards over to McLeod. McLeod working through the middle of the Oilers' end. Kulak one touches it to himself. Nice nifty play. Kulak driving around behind the net. Roy seals him off. Now Kulak back to the point. Kept in by Broberg. Broberg looking to make a play here. And that will be shot down low off the boards to Korpisalo, who will cover up and stop the play. Wyatt welcome in. And that was something else there. That Byfield and McDavid play is Byfield turfs McDavid. McDavid kind of turfed Byfield, so that was interesting there. 3-2 for the Kings. Here late in the second period, friends, we're back on the commercial break. So I'll tell you right now, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. Would love to have you aboard, or if you're returning for your second live stream, but you know, of course, you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, would really appreciate that. We're shooting for 11,900 tonight. It might be tough given the way this Oilers game has gone and started for the Oilers, but you never say never. You just never know what's going to happen down the stretch, and that's where we're just waiting to see what the Oilers can come up with here the rest of the way home. We're currently sitting at 11,854 on the stream, so it's been a pretty productive night so far, I must say that for sure. It looks like I'm just going to have to reload my stream as I usually do once and a while throughout the live streams. And now let's just quickly go over here. And yeah, hopefully we get back to action here. There we go, we do. And now I'm just going to roll over here, get that back going, and there it is. And friends too, if you also haven't hit the like button yet, that would be greatly appreciated, as I would love to have you let other people know how this stream is. It's the easiest form of everything you can do to give me instant feedback, and that is always much appreciated when you hit that like button. And to give you an update on the watch time as well, we're at 728 hours watched, so we are just about halfway home to the watch total from last live stream, so we are that close to making a pretty big impact on this one tonight. As Jack Campbell and Stuart Skinner at the bench here meeting it over right now. Alvaro, welcome in. Let's get this going here, as we need to get this rocking into this next one. As Brandon, does it look like Edmonton has a chance to come back? I think it does. I absolutely does. And now let's do this. Here is Connor McDavid, Quinton Byfield, both on the bench after their little bit of run in there, and now this will be worked back by Bukestad to the point to Nurse. The shot fired deflects in front. Now my screen's gone all pixelated, but we'll battle through as that puck goes into the bench, in the Oilers bench this time. And that is where it is at, a stoppage in play for the time being. 4:39 left in this second period, my friends. And we are about ready to get this going here for the Oilers is Leon Draisaitl at the bench, doing some stuff up on his stick right quick. And now this one will work to the far side boards. The shot fired down low into the Oilers' end. Bjugstad gets it going. 4:33 to go as McDavid picks up the puck. Foegele picks up the puck, wired it on Korpisalo. Didn't end up going on in, so that's unfortunate for the Oilers. That was a good-looking chance. The referee gets right in the way of Bjugstad skating towards the puck as Bjugstad will skate with the puck now as he's battling around 6'6" frame down there. Foegele around the net, shot fired, save made by Korpisalo yet again. Battled there by the Kings, and they will get it to the near side corner where the Kings will just shovel it out to the point. Down the length of the ice, the Oilers pick it up. McDavid now on the ice. He'll get wheeling and dealing out of the zone. Here's McDavid flying down the length of the ice. The most open ice he's had in a while since game one as McDavid just sees that one roll off his stick and go back the other way to Evan Bouchard. Matthias Ekholm now with the puck. He'll go across the ice, and this one comes all the way length of the ice to Korpisalo. Korpisalo fires it off the boards and down low as the Oilers able to free that one up briefly before it just finds its way out of the zone on a Kings clear. McDavid picking this one up. He gets it back up the boards quickly, and the Kings will come back into their own end to recover this puck. 3:25 to go here in this second period of play. The Oilers trail by 1. Shot is fired into the far side corner. Bouchard picks it up as this one shot towards the net again. Jack Campbell not tested yet on this shift here as this one comes around down low. More hauled down. Ekholm, a big boy play, and he made it all right there as this one comes across the ice. The Oilers pick it up on the pass there as this continues to roll around. Bouchard getting it going. Back the other way, and now Evander Kane getting it in behind the net. Kane will work this one back to the point and down into the neutral zone. This one continues to work for the Oilers in their own end now. Kulak with the puck, 2:40 to go in this second period. Is this one working now? Kulak will play this one ahead over to Zach Hyman, played in down deep. Draisaitl over to Doughty. Doughty will play this one off of an Oilers player, and this one now shot down low. This one now picked up by Draisaitl. Draisaitl works this one back out. And this will now go back the other way for Brett Kulak. Kulak will work this one across to Philip Broberg. Broberg off the boards, up ahead to Kane. Kane out there with Draisaitl and Hyman. Kane just stumbles across the line. He falls down on time. This one goes down back into the neutral zone as I'm just tuckering out here. And now all of a sudden the Kings fans cheering about something as the Oilers offside there. Hyman was offside for a brief moment as this one comes back in now to the neutral zone. Kempe fires it in. The Kings still not really able to get anything solid into the attack as this one will go for Cody Ceci. Ceci is going to get it going back behind the net for Darnell Nurse. Nurse will play this one ahead. And now Ceci fires it in right on to Korpisalo, who deflects it into the corner. Foegele coming up with that puck for a brief moment before the Oilers see the Kings transition it back the other way. As Darnell Nurse will have to hustle in for the icing call. And he does. Gets the Jets on. Stops that play dead. And the Oilers will line up Connor McDavid over the boards here for this shift with 1:17 to go in this second period of play. So we'll see what Connor McDavid can do here. And Matthias Ekholm taking his man down. And this was a big time period for the Oilers. Now it's just about finishing it on a strong note, whether you give up a goal or not. And friends, I'm seeing politics on the chat. I will tell you, if I see politics in the chat during the second intermission, everybody that talks politics, the heck on out of here, all right? As Connor McDavid getting it going, McDavid will wheel and deal around the Oilers' offensive zone. He'll leave it off there for Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl bumbling through. He's knocked down to the ice. Here's Bouchard playing it ahead. Kings back the other way, 2-on-1. 55 seconds to go. The shot is not coming because the Kings are offside at the blue line. And McDavid's still on the ice there. And we're going to have Fiala going to the box. Kevin Fiala is going to the box right here. So 5-2-5 on the board, and the Kings will head to the box. And for some reason we got 5.6 seconds on the clock now. I think they screwed that up. And now this one comes back. as I don't know, I don't, was that the penalty on, I guess they're calling it a trip against Fiala there. Sure. And that's exactly what they're going to rule there, as Ceci and Draisaitl turned around and then they called the penalty against the Kings. I guess they just didn't hear the whistle. And it'll be tripping against Fiala. The Kings fans are furious. And the Oilers now can go in for the tie shot right here. Draisaitl. 56.5 seconds to go. This one off the face-off by the Kings, but ran back. And now 1-for-1 on the power play are the Oilers so far tonight. 53.5 seconds to go. We'll rally back to 56.5. This one now for the Oilers to the right of Korpisalo. Draisaitl drops his glove. And we should get it going here as Draisaitl tries to win this face-off back. He can't do it. Kings win it behind, and this comes all the way down into the Oilers zone. You've got 48.6 seconds to go here in this second period of play. Back the other way, the Oilers see it bounce up the boards, and this one will come back for the Oilers into the neutral zone all the way back to Connor McDavid. McDavid bumbles the puck briefly. It's chopped onto the stick of Evan Bouchard. Bouchard will come back the other way, drop it off to Connor McDavid. McDavid across the line. McDavid in on the attack. He'll sift to the middle. Bounces over top of Draisaitl's stick. Draisaitl working on the far side boards. Leaves it off to McDavid. Now Bouchard standing at the blue line over to Nugent Hopkins. Back to Bouchard. Back to Nugent Hopkins. Back to Draisaitl. Scores! Leon Draisaitl's second of the night ties this hockey game just like that. Let's go. We are back in it. 3-3 with 10.5 to go in the second period of play. Let's get it done, friends. This is big time. 10.5 seconds on the clock, and the Edmonton Oilers have scored to tie it up in the second period. Let's go. That's a big time get. Good pass and play there from Nugent Hopkins. Draisaitl rallies home the one-timer, and we get it done right there as Nugent Hopkins puts it on the tape, and Draisaitl with Korpisalo, no chance at all, puts it home, and there you go. Leon Draisaitl, his fifth of the playoffs, so he's got more than a goal per game in this series. Nugent Hopkins picks up assist number 3. Bouchard picks up assist number 4. And this was a huge finish to the period, friends. The Oilers now soundly back into a tie with LA. It looked bad. It looked bad going into this second intermission. But that, my friends, is playoff hockey right there. The Kings fans are stunned in the building, and that's fantastic. I'm Tyson, this Dolynny TV. One more reminder as we are done the second. If you're new to the channel, I want you to hit that subscribe button. Now you can, because the Oilers are back in a tie game. And I will be right back. I'm going to go grab myself a bathroom break, and we'll get to it here in a few minutes' time, recapping this 3-goal answer in this period by the Edmonton Oilers. Be right back. All right, let's do this, friends. It is a 3-3 hockey game. Like I told you, the Oilers just needed to get scoring goals quick and fast. So that is where we are at. That is a huge get for the Oilers. And you know what? If you want to be upset about calls at this point, I guess both of us are now upset about calls. So we can all mutually agree now that the refs have just been awful. I don't know if that's where we're going, but that's what I'm kind of arguing, right? If Kings fans want to be upset at the refereeing in this hockey game, then we can both agree refereeing has been terrible all playoffs long in this series. I think now, right? Just because now it doesn't favor you, well, then, I think that would just be the argument I'd be making. Not trying to put that out there, but that's where it's at, right? So, I mean, the refereeing this series has been all over the place. We know that. It's been all over the place in the rest of the playoffs. So, nothing to really be made there other than it's as inconsistent as any other series, as any other game in this series, and as anything else going on. To fire it up, though, the goal scoring in this hockey game so far, Gabe Vilardi, his second of the series, followed by Victor Arvidsson's first, followed by Andrzej Kopitar's second, put the Kings up 3-0 after 1 period of play. It was not good looking. And then all of a sudden, the Oilers answer back 5 minutes into the second period. Evan Bouchard's second of the series on the power play. Leon Draisaitl picks up assist number 4. Connor McDavid picks up assist number 2. Leon Draisaitl then picks up goal number 4. Connor picks up assist number 3. And Zach Hyman picks up assist number 2. Then Leon Draisaitl, how about this, picks up goal number 5. So he's up to 9 points in this series. Nugent Hopkins picks up assist number 3. And Evan Bouchard, who's up to a grand total of 6 points in this series. He's having a heck of a one here against the Kings. Picks up the secondary assist on Draisaitl's 5th of the series. The Oilers out shooting the Kings 28-18. They put the boots to them there in that second period, as the Kings did to us in that first period. So it is fair and dandy. The hit's pretty lackluster after 2 periods of play, considering we're in the playoffs. Nothing really else to really substantially tell you about other than how many saves Jack Campbell made in that period of play. And right now, to be honest with you, they still have Stuart Skinner listed as the only goaltender in net for the Edmonton Oilers so far in this hockey game. So that's where we're at. As hopefully marks out of 100 for this one, Simon. Well, you know what? 50-50. I would honestly say it's 50. Why? Because you did really great in the second period, you did really bad in the first period, and it is dead even after 1 period of play for the Kings and 1 period of play for the Oilers, if you want to say it, right? The Oilers score 3-1, the Kings score 3-1, and that's the way it ends up going there so far. As hold on, we got a new name in the chat as well, Medhat, welcome in. As yeah, hopefully the Oilers can get this going in this third period now, as it's been a fantastic finish. As hopefully the Oilers can finish this one off just as well as it's been so far. And I wonder what this Facebook notification, or not Facebook notification, sorry, this Twitter notification is. It's my man Keith, whoever Keith is, probably watching in the stream here somewhere. So thank you for following on Twitter. You guys can find me on Twitter at DolynnyTV if you want to head on over there at all. And as well, friends, what I will tell you is we are tied 3-3, and this intermission is going to be so much easier than the last intermission because the faith is right back there, as we should have a chance to get this going now the rest of the way home. So hopefully it gets going here in a matter of moments, as I just want to really rock and roll again, friends. I just want to get this done. That's really all that matters to me. And secondary to that, if you're new to the channel, friends, I want you to hit that subscribe button. I know I'm hammering heavy on this today, but I need to hit that. Obviously, Game 5, we will hit 12,000 subscribers while we are on the live stream. That's what's special, right? If we can hit that 11,900 tonight, we're going to hit 12,000 while we are live during Game 5, and that would be an absolute unreal way to finish a night. As Dolynny TV, I can tell you this, has never been this size. Dolynny TV has never done any of this so far, so it would be fantastic to be a part of that for sure. And let's get this going here, friends. One more quick check of the watch time here as we continue to blitz up, obviously, on that as well. And if I could type in the right number, we would find out we are at 826 hours on the watch time. All right, here we go. We are back and ready to get into the rest of this hockey game here, friends. One more commercial break, then one more segment from the Hockey Night in Canada panel, and then we get rocking and rolling into what will be this third period that decides everything. And hopefully for the Oilers, we can get things going. And that's quite the name and quite the comment there about your TV being broken as well. As hopefully the Oilers just come out and get this job done here in this third period. That's really all I care about at this point. And it looks like the Oilers Nation boys found Harnarayan Singh in the stands somewhere. And let's see what we can get here. Is the intermission research? There's a whole bunch of nonsense on my timeline from the Oilers Nation about this game. And yeah, there's not much else to really say about this one other than the fact that the Oilers just have to go out there and win it after these periods of play. Leo closes the gap, making it a 3-3 hockey game. And Davis, the Oilers are doing good, but you want the Kings to win. It is completely fine, my friends, to want the Kings to win. Obviously, you know, based on the jerseys hanging behind me, who I want to win, kind of who I need to win, right? If I'm thinking of this from business perspective, the more games the Oilers play, the better off this whole thing does. The more likely I am to be able to do more stuff like this going forward. So that's kind of the big thing is you understand why I need the Oilers to win and why I'm hoping the Edmonton Oilers will win the cup. That's what I'm saying for sure. So, serious question. Oh, Hunter, I'm not going there. As we are, Dakota, welcome in. Glad to have you aboard. And Tough Cuff as well, Hannah, welcome in as well. And what do we got here? We've got a friend request coming in from a work guy. Really? We got a friend request from a work guy here. Well, we will just have to take the mandatory 7 days to get back on that friend request and see what happens. And Ken, time for Olsen. Well, I feel that. Unfortunately, I won't be having any drinks no matter the outcome tonight. Ryan, Bakersfield Condors. Yeah, friends, I don't know if you know about this. Let me see if I can wheel out of the deal here. For those of you watching the Oilers from Bakersfield or around the area as fans, I don't know if you can see here, but I do have my Bakersfield Condors jersey hanging on the wall. For those of you that don't see that behind me very often and obviously don't see it behind the scoreboard, it's pretty well hidden, but it is part of the set down here in the basement. So pretty excited to have that as well, as we should be almost ready to rock and roll here into the rest of this game here, friends. We're just about to cross into the 12,000 view territory, so that's fantastic. And now we just need to get that done, that's for sure. So let's see what we can do here. As we got Dallas Stars, Minnesota Wild highlights on my television set now. Looks like Patrick's stream is doing just as well as it normally is rocking so far through 2 periods of play. So numbers. Sorry, just typing a comment. And there we go. Good to go as we are ready to rock and roll. As it seems like there's a couple more percentage of Oilers fans in Patrick's stream than I would say there are Oilers fans in this stream tonight. But that is kind of the thing. The Kings fans showing up well in this playoff series. Actually, I did not expect to see as many Kings fans as I do in this live stream throughout the course of the first 4 games. So that's where we're at right now, is just kind of really blown away by how much the Kings fans have shown up in the chat tonight. Philip, is Jack going to stay in goal? Yeah, Jack will stay in goal the rest of the game, almost guaranteed. And then, yeah, let's just get this one going. Farrell, welcome in. And we should do it one more time. Yeah, that's really all the Oilers have to do, is do that thing one more time, that goal-scoring thing, score one more, and then score an empty netter. And then the game gets really, really interesting for sure. And hopefully here the Oilers get it going, as this one is just highlights of the Bruins, as it's a good goal for the Bruins. Started off that game, then 3-2 for the Bruins. late on in the third, and they end up scoring their, what would be their fourth goal of the game to make it unsurmountable for the Florida Panthers. Friends, as well, I'm just feeling out the shoulders as they're getting tight here in the chair tonight. If you're new to the channel, haven't hit that subscribe button yet, I'll hit you up right now before we start this third period. I want you to do that. Really want you to hit that subscribe button because we are trying to really make Game 5, if it does come down to it that the Oilers are kind of done and dusted after Game 5. I want to make Game 5 the dang specialist thing I possibly can. And secondary to that, I want you to hit that like button tonight on the stream. If you haven't hit the like button yet, definitely do. We're 34 likes away from 300. The all-time mark this series so far through 4 games is 308. So we're about, what, I guess 34 away, 42 likes away from 308. So we can definitely do that if you'd be so kind. As we just need to finish this one off now. We are just about ready to get it set for this third period to play. They're showing Carolina versus New York Islanders right now. This one, Carolina just kind of ran away with this hockey game, that's for sure. An afternoon hockey game, 20th career playoff goal for Sebastian Aho, and it'll be interesting to see if the Oilers at all get involved in an afternoon game at some point during this series, not series, but playoff run. Sean, welcome in, as we should be getting going, and I'm liking everybody rocking the chants for their own teams right now. And Jack Campbell will remain in net for the rest of the hockey game, I would assume. I don't know why the Oilers would take him out after what he did for us in that second period of play. The Oilers outshot the Kings 20-8 in that second period, 13-6 the scoring chances, puck in own zone time 11:06. We pretty much played half the period in the Kings zone, so that's some pretty big boy numbers, that's for sure. BitLife, welcome in, as we are ready to get going here in a matter of moments. And let me just sit here and one more check on that watch time, as we are looking real good all of a sudden here on the watch time end of things, 9:18. So we're going to be very close to getting things going here in this third period towards that 1440 number that we had last time out. As Rodwin, hey man, welcome in. No way, glad to see you. That's I was looking at that name, I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I recognize that. Been a long time, but glad to have you aboard. And now we should be on our last commercial break of this intermission, and then it is time to get this one done here in the third period against these LA Kings. We got to go out there and absolutely finish this one off. So far, the peak on the live stream, friends, 526 viewers. Well, I know we're going to crush that here in this third period of play. As Angie, welcome in as well, and No Joy, welcome in, and Big Willis, welcome in, as we're just seeing everybody kind of join along here for the rest of this ride. Tim, is good pushback. Edmonton, are we done with conspiracy theories on the refs now? That's what I'm saying, right? Is if Kings fans want to complain about the refs now too, then we can both say that the refs are just terrible and you just have to fight through it. That's what I'm kind of come up with. And that's where we're at right now. So here we are. Blue Jays highlights on my television set, getting things going. And Wake, welcome in. Thank you so much for the super chat again. I'm seeing, like, I'm trying to keep up with the chat here, and it's moving way faster than my brain can comprehend tonight. But Wake, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. And of course, thankfully, a super chat going for the Edmonton Oilers. I don't think I've gotten too many super chats so far this live stream series for Kings fans, but if you have, thank you so much for throwing it down, and appreciate it right there. Wakes up on the board there for a little while now. You can thank him in the chat there. And as well, James, Jack, it wasn't Skinner being pulled to the Oilers power play, played power plays like you should. Sorry, I'm not following that one, James. See, that's the other problem. I have to try and understand the comment before I just read it out loud. And unfortunately, I'm not following some things very well tonight. As I'm seeing here, Jared, welcome in as well. And if I've missed anyone else, because we are just about to get back to play, that's where we're at right now. So let's not worry about the chat anymore. We're at crypto.com arena. Actually, Ryan and Diego, welcome in. And Ryan, thoughts on Kopitar. I will say this, Kopitar is an all-time great in the modern NHL, that's for sure. So here we go. Jack Campbell ready to start this third period of play for us. He was solid in that second period, only tested really 8 times, but now hopefully the Oilers can come up with a big effort in this third period to finish this hockey game off. Stuart Skinner giving him the love taps, and this is such a great story here in this hockey game, seeing Jack Campbell do what he did in that second period, standing on his head a few times when needed to get this job done. And Ethan, thank you so much for being along for the ride as well, as we are going to get back to action here, friends, as we are going to have the face-off at center ice. One last question. What is the most viewers I've ever had in a single stream? 853 is this series. I think 1,200 was on a World Junior stream a couple years back, as Draisaitl, Kopitar at center ice. They scramble it up, and the Oilers get it back on the D end of the zone, and now picked up there by Draisaitl on the pass from Yamamoto. We are back to action, friends. I should put my water cup down in case it goes flying. Here comes Leon Draisaitl leading out of the zone. He'll get through the neutral, turned back by the Kings. Byfield at the line, sifted into the Oilers' end, and this one comes back to Gavrikov. Gavrikov will go over into the middle of the ice, picked up there by the Kings, shot in by Kopitar. We got 19.5 minutes to go, and I would not be surprised to see overtime again tonight, honestly. To be honest with you, that's probably the most likely outcome of this hockey game as the Oilers continue to battle here. I would like to get a little bit better quality out of my live stream if possible, so I'm just going to go up to medium quality here, and hopefully that'll get me going a little bit better, as this one's tied up behind the boards here for the Oilers. This one comes back to the point now, picked up there, the shot from Kopitar, blocked in front by Draisaitl, worked out, and this one will come back the other way for Matt Roy over to Kopitar, back to Roy. 18:56 to go in this third period, and it's just going to be nerves the whole way home, friends. I promise you that much. As here's Bouchard going into the corner. Bouchard plays this one back up. Man, almost shoots it right onto the stick of the Kings for a one-timer, but it will be Jack Campbell freezing up the puck, covering it up, and we will have a stoppage in play here in this third period. Just a minute 18 in. Bouchard fired that up the gut to nobody, and that one ended up being real dangerous as Danault fires that shot right on net, tips in front, goes off of Jack Campbell into the corner, and the Oilers will have a face-off to Campbell's right-hand side. This one back there, this time by Evan Bouchard, flipped back into the neutral ice. Hyman couldn't pick it up, and now instead here comes Ekholm through the middle. Ekholm drives a shot on net. Korpisalo the save. Hyman fires this one off the boards. The Oilers battle it back down low to Evander Kane. Evander Kane looking for shot number 30 of the Oilers' night. They will get it right here as Ekholm goes for the one-timer. Hops the stick off of Hyman. Almost had the one-time short side kind of look, but couldn't get it going. As now this one will be Arvidsson. Coming, firing the shot. Blocked in front by Bouchard twice over. Third time is the charm to get it off the stick of Mikey Anderson, but it's onto the tape of Trevor Moore over as the Kings player joins from the bench. Anderson, the shot, save made by Campbell. Played out into the middle of the ice. Doughty will fire the shot. Save blocked in front there again by Bouchard. The Oilers surviving here thanks to goaltending and defense on this shift. And this is going to be Velarde firing it down low. 17.5 minutes to go here in this third period to play. The shot fired. Blocked in front again by the Oilers. Still scrambling to get out of the zone. Hyman directs it out as this one comes back into the neutral ice. Picked up there by Dursey, who directs into the middle. The Oilers cut it off. This one now goes to the far side corner. Picking it up there is Connor McDavid battling against the LA Kings player. That comes free. McDavid sifts back to the front of the net as Dursey fires it along the boards. It comes free for the Kings to play it in the middle of the ice. They'll fire it off the corner, and this one continues to battle here. And this one continues to go around as shot fired by the Kings, steered away by Jack Campbell. Oilers can't seem to get it out of the zone here. Kings pressuring hard. Now picked up there and flipped out into the middle of the ice by the Oilers. Bounces onto the Kings stick in their own zone. 16:50 to go here in this third period. That was great pressure there from the Kings. And that's a big time hit there for the Oilers as they ran into Alex Edler along the boards. Ryan McLeod picks this puck up, continuing to battle there. And this will be chopped out into the Oilers' end as they continue to work this one down low as Mr. Brett Kulak picks it up off the boards, back into the middle of the ice. Worked ahead now by Bjugstad. Bjugstad across the Kings blue line, down deep into the far side corner. Bjugstad still working this one. Short side shot up over top of the net there for the Edmonton Oilers. It's all the way back to Jack Campbell. He does not play that puck in the trapezoid area. That was about as scary as it could possibly get. He just directed it through and then played it on the other side. As it's now a turnover for Yamamoto, back to Victor Arvidsson. Arvidsson's chopped down there by, well, Leon Draisaitl or Darnell Nurse, one of the players wearing 2-something, and this was going to be worked ahead now for Yamamoto. Yamamoto battling along the boards. And this one working here as this continues to go back to the point, and now all of a sudden the Oilers working here as Draisaitl gets knocked down. Big hit there along the boards, and now Arvidsson across in front. Save made by Jack Campbell. No, it's in the back of the net, and Jack Campbell sees it go past him. The Oilers get discombobulated in the neutral zone, and the LA Kings score to make it 4-3, as that was one of those that just kept funneling towards the puck. Or sorry, the puck kept funneling towards the net, and it ends up going back in the net. So look at this one here as Draisaitl gets knocked down in the neutral zone battling for that puck, and then Broberg gets beat to the puck, and I mean Jack Campbell sliding over, didn't really give himself a chance, nor the Oilers a chance to save that puck. That one ends up going in the back of the net, and I mean Jack Campbell's got one leg up as it goes 5-hole. That's tough. 4-3, but the Oilers far from out of it here. A face-off at the Kings line after a offside call. 15:25 to go in this third period of play. As this one worked back there as Draisaitl battled Trevor Moore, as Moore just spun Draisaitl really well. That one ends up going all the way back as Draisaitl never could even recover. Right there. So now we will get this rocking. 4-3, 15:25 to go in this third period. Hyman off the face-off, sees it getting going again one more time. Now we'll have the chance here for the Oilers to take this face-off. Worked ahead by McDavid over to Zach Hyman. Hyman towards the net, can't get it going. And this one now for the Kings. Will play this one back the other way as the Kings come across the line one more time. They'll get it over as that's denied there on the stick of Byfield. Doughty plays it down low to Kopitar. This one checked back, and here comes Hyman. Hyman's going to flip this one back into the Kings' end. Arvidsson and Deneau draw the assists on the goal for the LA Kings, but it is a face-off in the Oilers zone on the icing call there against the Edmonton Oilers. So we'll have one more replay here for this one as Matt Roy snuck up the ice there really well for the LA Kings and had the hands to tuck it home. That's where we're at right now, as I'm just going to move that one because that's going to get us into trouble, I'm sure. 14:58 to go in this third period of play. 4-3 the lead for the LA Kings as we currently find it. And this one's going to be won back by Matthias Ekholm. And this one's going to be now worked across the line. The shot fired by Hyman down deep in the zone. Salo out to play it. This one now goes Fiala across as Doughty will work this one ahead. And 14:42 to go. Looks like the Oilers have taken a penalty. 14:36 as the Kings work this one ahead. Still working, Fiala. Come on now. Let's just get this penalty over with. Let's just get this penalty over with here as the Kings work this one back the other way. And they will get it across to the near side. Doughty across the middle of the ice. Now down low to Velarde. Dursey at the high point. The Kings just whipping this around, killing the clock here. And why wouldn't they? As Veronica, thank you for hitting the like button as this one comes back into the middle of the ice. There we go. The Oilers finally touch it. We have a stoppage in play, and we will see Zach Hyman go to the box here. So we're going to get a replay. And here's Hyman taking a slash to the ankle. Oh. Slashes Anderson in the ankle and takes him out. So he gives him the bump, then slashes his ankles. Yeah, that's going to That's going to get you in trouble. 14:05 here in this third period, as Jay Woodcroft's talking it over with somebody on the bench here, Nick Bugstad and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And it looks like we're hoping we get it going here, as this one will be Bugstad to the face-off dot. As this will be a chance now for Bugstad to face off against Kopitar. Bugstad gets waved back a brief moment, as I still don't know why they have that Kings flag waving right in the middle of the screen. I've never understood that, as Doughty will win this face-off. This one will fire down low, back down, far side, can't get it going. This one back to the point now, to the near side now, Fiala. Fiala working around here, as Doughty goes across. 13:46 save made by Jack Campbell. It'll come out in the middle of the ice. It looks like everybody's safe and on the ground from the trip from Mexico. That's good to hear. 13:36 to go here in this third period of play. $1:29 to go in this power play for the LA Kings. Bounces off the boards awkwardly for the Oilers, so they're actually able to come up with the puck, force it back to the blue line. Kings keep it in momentarily, and that will keep it going. Actually, they were able to survive the check of Ryan McLeod. Now here's Kopitar. Kopitar will work this one down low. Can't do it. And now this will be Arvidsson. Arvidsson working around here. Short side shot. The Kings feed again in front. Jack Campbell unable to recover the position, but they shoot it up over top of the net. 13:03 to go. Doughty off to the near side to Arvidsson across. Deflected by the Oilers. Up and out of the zone. That's a big time clear for the Edmonton Oilers right there on that puck. 12:52 to go here in this third period of play. Puck's fired down low to Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm will pick this one up, fire it up the boards and down the length of the ice. 30 seconds left in this power play for the LA Kings, and 37 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Edmonton Oilers. As 12:33 remains here in this third period, the Oilers stymieing the Kings so far on the power play, as we need this one to get going as this comes around to the near side. Ekholm plays it there, back to the blue line. The Kings fire it down low. This one continues to battle Dano across the far side. Iafallo back to the point. Kings finally force it there. The shot comes, save made by Jack Campbell. And back the other way with 5 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. The Oilers flip it down deep into the Kings zone. Kane out there to hit Dursey hard. Unable to separate the puck though. Oilers still trying to separate puck, and now they've got 3 men back trying to support a 2-man attack for the LA Kings. Back off the boards now. The LA Kings get to the puck first. This one comes around to the far side boards. Oilers able to exit the zone right now, and this one will come across Cole. We're seeing everybody show up for this live stream, and I'm talking to everybody. Cole's in here. Backhand chance for the Oilers. Backhanded on net, denied by Korpisalo. Hyman comes around to the near side boards. He's going to backhand this one over to Philip Broberg. Broberg fakes the clap shot, and now picking it up is Cody Ceci. Ceci, I thought it was Evan Bouchard. Ceci plays it down deep. The Oilers getting grindy in behind the net. Hyman battling there. Draisaitl battling as well. Both players trying to free this puck up. It comes out into the neutral zone. And this one comes back to Darnell Nurse. 11:08 to go in this third period of play, as Darnell Nurse picks this one up. As I'm just going to crack my toes here, as that felt really good. Bugstad comes back the other way. Not that you guys needed to know, but thought I'd tell you anyway. As this one comes around to the far side boards, Kings pick it up. 4-3 LA as it currently stands. Back on to Jack Campbell, who will jump on that puck and stop it right there for a quick stop with 10.5 minutes remaining here in this period. So that's where we find ourselves right now, friends. If you're new to the channel, what I want you to do right now is consider hitting that subscribe button on Dolynny TV. I need you aboard for Game 5. Whether this one finishes in a victory for the Oilers, finishes in overtime as an instant classic, or somehow, some way the LA Kings do hold on to finish this one out, I want you aboard for Game 5, because Game 5 is going to be dang special. I'm telling you that much. We're at 11,871 subscribers right now, so we are 29 away from the big bad. You guessed it. Yes. 11,900 that I was shooting for prior to the start of the stream, so hopefully that's where we're at. Robin, welcome in, and Jack, I don't think I've welcomed you in yet. Simon, welcome in. And Donald, welcome in as well. Faint, welcome in. As everybody's just starting to tune into this one here. And let's get this going here. I'm hoping the Oilers find some way to get this job done here in this third period, because that would set it up to have an interesting go, as Desharnais hasn't seen the ice since 11 minutes and 42 seconds of the second period. So Desharnais has been stapled to the bench, friends. That's where we're at. As thank you so much, Chef. Appreciate it. And we should be interested in how this one finishes up now, friends, as we should be almost to 300 likes, as well as what Justin's telling me. So friends, if you haven't had a chance yet to like the stream, I would appreciate it if you could do that for me as well. And then let's get this going here. We are just getting close to it. And Cole, thank you for swinging by. I really do appreciate that. I mean, it means so much when I see the names from way back in the day coming into these streams nowadays. This is a top 10 live stream all time on Dolynny TV, so to still be setting records after 10 years of doing this, that feels pretty crazy, I must tell you. As Evan Bouchard, Draisaitl, McDavid all on the ice here to get this going, and hopefully we can find ourselves a goal on this shift right here. The Kings ready for the face-off in the Oilers zone. They can win it back. They're going to try and fire this one down low into the far side corner. Comes right behind the net as the Oilers chasing this one around behind. Bouchard battling here against the defense or the offense of the Kings, and that comes out in the neutral zone. Back the other way, a shot for the Kings into the zone. Here's Danault. Danault loads up. Big time save from Jack Campbell as he deflects it up over top of the net. Out of play with the shoulder. A big save there for Mr. Jack Campbell, and a big time stop for the Oilers, and one that we much needed right there as the Oilers. Bouchard fires that one up, and he gets popped in the face with a stick. I don't know if it's really a call or not, just one of those weird bounce into the corner boards and end up hitting your head. But Jack Campbell makes the save on the Philip Danault half clap, and it goes right up into Jack Campbell's blocker. So the stoppage in play, a big one for the Oilers. 10:24 to go here in this third period to play. 30-27 the shots on net. The Kings lead 4-3. Campbell plays it off to Darnell Nurse, and now the Oilers have to come back the other way as here come the Oilers across the blue line. Bukestad backhands this one down low. Derek Ryan out to play this puck. Ryan will work around down low. Now back to the point for CC. The shot fired towards the net. Korpisalo the save. And this one comes back the other way as we have hit 300 likes on the stream. So there you go. We're going to set a new like record on the stream for Game 4 tonight as this one comes back the other way for Cody Ceci in the Oilers zone. We are inside the final 10 minutes. The Oilers, they need a hero. And that hero, I think everybody would want to be Connor McDavid. How about somebody like Darnell Nurse? How about somebody like Kyler Yamamoto? How about Zach Hyman redeeming himself after taking that weird penalty only a few moments ago? That would be fantastic if Zach Hyman could get that job done. This one back out into the neutral zone, fired down low to Jack Campbell. Campbell will backhand this over to Philip Broberg. Broberg's going to play this one ahead, and this will be battled into the ice for the LA Kings. Kempe fires the shot. It goes up and out of play with 9:17 to go in this third period of play. Friends, we are getting this close to deciding who's going to be ready to rock and roll for game number 5, whether it be the Oilers looking to take a 3-2 edge or the Kings looking to close out the series. I'll be right back. I just got to run and take a bathroom break, so we're good to go for the rest of this one. Be right back. There we go, friends. Let's go. We are set for what will be the final half of this third period of play. Hopefully get it going here in a matter of moments as we should be ready to rock and roll. Sorry, had to run in a quick bathroom break because it was just about the best time I could find to do that for sure. And Cole, yeah, if I had another BioSteel, I've already crushed the BioSteel tonight. Unfortunately, we're 1 and 2 with the cherry lime. I might have to change it up for a peach BioSteel here on Game 5 against the Kings. So okay, let's go get this going as the Oilers will fire this one back, and now the Oilers chop it off the face-off to the near side boards. The Kings trying to come up with it. It comes to Jack Campbell. He'll put the hand down, cover up the puck, and we will have a stoppage in play with 9:09 to go here in this third period of play. So, hopefully, we can get this done, as Kevin Fiala has had a pretty big game back for the LA Kings, that is for sure. And I think Kings fans warned us that Kevin Fiala would be right back into the play as soon as he was ready to go, and that's where it is. As this one comes to the far side boards, Nugent Hopkins plays it ahead, and here come the Oilers across the blue line as McDavid battles this one into the near side corner for Hyman. Puck comes free for the Kings to play it ahead. 8:52 to go here in this third period of play. And the Oilers will see it come down to the near side corner where Nurse leaves it there and plays it ahead. Oilers battle this one off the boards to Zach Hyman. Kings still stymieing them there just outside of the zone. Back the other way now, Trevor Moore comes to the attack. Moore battling, frees it up. Kings get to the attack. Doughty fakes the shot, slides through. Saved by Jack Campbell. And a big one there, that's for sure. And another one there for Jack Campbell as he continues to make save after save. Oh my goodness, that one goes wide. And the Oilers are absolutely just missing it here as this one comes for Evan Bouchard now. He'll try and slide through the Kings defense, kind of similar to what Doughty did. Couldn't do it. Kings able to clear it back into the neutral zone. Things need to settle down here, and the Oilers need to get control as this one's going to come back the other way now for Doughty in the Kings zone. 7:55 to go here in this third period of play. It's down the length of the ice to Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm comes across to his D partner, and now this one will be picked up, banged off the boards, and into the Kings zone by Derek Ryan, who will fire it down the ice, but it will be an offside call against the Edmonton Oilers. So, needed that one. That was a sequence. That's a big save for Jack Campbell right there in front. No, that one actually went wide. I don't know if it touched Campbell's glove. I'm hoping it did. But this one now behind the Kings net. The Oilers free it up for a brief moment. It's somewhere. It's in the middle of the ice. Broberg makes the play on it. Oilers will carry back the other way across the blue line. Here comes Connor McDavid. McDavid towards the net. Can't battle it free. Now this one coming over the line. Tipped there by the Oilers again. McDavid tries to play it. Can't pick it up. Draisaitl with the puck. 7-12. Sorry, the nerves have set in. Like, I mean, I do the play-by-play pretty well, but this means a heck of a lot to me. The Kings 11-1 in the shot department against the Oilers here in this period. They're looking to close them down and close them out, as that would be what the motto for Game 5 would be, as the Oilers can't free up Connor McDavid on that pass from Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl has gotten not a lot of chance here as this one comes back the other way into the middle of the ice, turned back, and now picked up by the Oilers again. Trying to battle there as Bouchard goes up against Iafallo in the Oilers' near side corner. Yeah, the nerves are getting there, boys. As this one comes back the other way, 6:30, as the Oilers just need to settle down and get some zone time like they did earlier, as the Oilers across the line can't chip it free, and they continue to try and get this one going here. As what are we doing here? What are we doing? As this one now 6:16 to go here in this third period of play. Back the other way as this chops up into the Oilers bench, and we will have a stoppage in play. So there we go. We are almost almost done this one, and the Oilers still looking for that hero. The Kings clamping it down. And hopefully the Oilers, hopefully, we just, I don't know. I'm out of words. We just need a goal. That's really all it comes down to. We just need a dang goal. 6 minutes to go here in this third period of play. Trevor Moore fires it off the tape. The Oilers get it out of the zone, but how much further they'll go with it, I don't know. That's anyone's guess. As Deneau frees it up. Breakaway now for the Kings. The shot towards the net. What a save from Jack Campbell. And that is the series-defining save right there for the time being for the Edmonton Oilers. Jack Campbell lays on that puck and makes the save. That is absolutely huge for the Edmonton Oilers, that's for sure. So that's where we're at right now. Big time save for Campbell as he sprawls out the pad to deny the Edmonton Oilers. And wow. That is about as big of a save as you could possibly need. Wow. That's a big one. Get the heartbeat regulated here. It's going to be tough the rest of the way home, friends. If you're new to Dolynny TV, we're on commercial break, so I'm going to appeal to you one more time. If you'd be so kind to consider hitting that subscribe button, that would be greatly appreciated. Would love to have you aboard for Game 5. I'm struggling through Game 4. It's been a range of emotions tonight, but we're about to get this game up and done tonight. We're at 11,876, so we're about 24 shy of hitting that 11,900. So if you'd be so kind, that would be definitely huge for me for sure. And let's get this one done now. We've got about 5.5 minutes remaining in this one. And hopefully the Oilers can come up with what will be a huge finish in this hockey game. We're down a goal in the last 5 minutes. We just have to get this done right here, right now. And that's really all it comes down to it for now. So, yeah, let's get this done. Jordan, Yamamoto is going to get fired. Well, Yamamoto, I don't know what he has been planning on doing this playoffs other than just standing there. But would love to see him clutch up goal. I'd love to see anyone not named McDavid or Draisaitl clutch up a goal for us right here, right now. And Jack Campbell, that was an absolute massive save. Throwing the pad, kicking it out, and then jamming the pads together to make sure that puck didn't get through. And Cole, the couch streams, yeah, that's crazy to think. I remember making a few bucks on those live streams back in the day and thinking that I was on top of the world. And now all of a sudden, sitting here, we're about to hit 15,000 views on the stream tonight. And I thank y'all for it because it's been fantastic so far, despite the game being a little scrambled up. 5.5 minutes remaining here now in this third period of play. The Oilers chopping this puck around with the Kings in their own end. And now back down low to Matthias Ekholm, who's wrapped up by the Kings. He's taken down. No call up coming by the looks of it. Kane mishandles the puck in front of the net. Kings player didn't have a stick. That was Kempe, and the Oilers across the line. Here's Kane. Kane will drag to the middle. The Kings cut it off there. Backhanded around to the near side. Bouchard goes down low to Connor McDavid. McDavid plays it in front off the stick of Kane, and the Oilers continue to battle this one around. Draisaitl goes down low to McDavid. McDavid spinning off the check, can't get it done. McDavid again will spin off, and now this one will come to the near side. Draisaitl can't play that puck, and this one continues for the Kings in their own zone as they pick up the puck, and they will fire it ahead. This one cut off, though, by Draisaitl across and over. Here's the chance. The shot fired up off of Jonas Korpisalo. Oilers regain at the blue line. Coming back around, and now Brett Kulak will fire this one down low. 4:26. Wrap around from Fogle. Goes wide of the net. Just about had it. 4:20 remaining here in this third period as Maple Leafs Lightning. Tomorrow is Game 4. That's a pretty big series right now, as well as this one comes back the other way for Cody Ceci, who fires it in and down low into the Kings zone. The Oilers all of a sudden starting to pressure here a little bit late in this third period. This puck comes out of play, and they will rule that it went out of play off a touch. So here's the Foegele wraparound chance as he just missed squeaking it past the outstretched pad of Jonas Korpisalo on the far side on the wraparound there. That would have been the tying goal right there. And then Foegele gets into the play and erases his man and frees up the puck for Derek Ryan. That was a good little shift there from Foegele as he's been on it all playoffs long. And it looks like the face-off is going to be in the Kings zone. So they must not like that. Todd McClellan not a fan of that one right there. And this one will now be with 4:01 to go here in this third period of play. 4-3 for LA. And the Oilers will take the face-off to the right of Jonas Korpisalo. Here we go. Nugent Hopkins, the face-off. Kings win. They'll fire it around the boards, kept in there briefly by the Oilers before it comes back the other way. 3:55 to go in this third period. Darnell Nurse picks up the puck. Nurse will work this one out from behind his own zone. Up ahead, now tipped on down low as Nugent Hopkins gets going against Matt Roy. This one continues to battle there for Darnell Nurse as this one will tip off the boards and now to the near side for the Kings to have to set the defense against the Oilers' attack. Bukestad, shot fired, save made by Korpisalo. Back out of the zone now. There comes Philip Broberg down low to Jonas Korpisalo. And this one will come off back to the high point, and this tipped all the way down to Jack Campbell, as this will be picked up by Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm's coming back the other way across the line. Picked over there across the line. Here's Evander Kane. The shot fire scores! Woo! Let's go! We are tied. We are tied just like that. Let's do it. Jonas Korpisalo beat right there. And Evander Kane ties us up. Friends, I have to go close the door. I forgot to do that. And I'm going to get yelled at for that by the roommates. But that's a big goal. That is a big goal for the Edmonton Oilers right there. I told you I wanted to see someone other than Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl score it. How about Evander Kane getting the job done right there for us? 3 minutes, 2 seconds to go in this third period. We are all tied up 4 apiece. Oh my goodness, that was a big time goal. Patrick's about as jazzed up about it as I am. That was as big of one as you could possibly get. Evander Kane fires it on the fly past Jonas Korpisalo, and Rogers Place absolutely erupted. You think I was dancing? Rogers Place was buzzing following that goal. $5 tickets to see that on the Jumbotron. Don't mind me. 2:56 remains here in the third period. The shots 33-33. The goals 4 apiece, and the Oilers still battling here. The shot fired down low. Korpisalo seeing it work to the far side of the zone. Oilers come around to the near side. The Kings going to chop this one out down the length of the ice. And Evan Bouchard will pick this one up. And now Bouchard picking this one across. McDavid picks up another point, and Ekholm picks up his first of the playoffs, as that is about as big of a goal. The Oilers needed a hero and got one. Rebound in front. Kane taken out. Another chance there. Draisaitl taken down. Kane trying to battle this one again. Back to the blue line. Bouchard fires it. The Oilers looking to end this one here in regulation. We need to get this going, as this will come down for the Kings to the near side boards. They'll fire it up down the length of the ice. And that is going to be Connor McDavid going to pick that puck up. No icing on that call. And here we go, friends. This has been an absolute wild ride for the LA Kings and the Edmonton Oilers tonight, as Warren Foegele will hand this one off. It'll be flipped down deep into the Kings zone. Matt Roy absorbs contact, makes the play. The Oilers play it down low one more time. Around to the near side, still battling there. This one's chipped now to the blue line. Kept in by the Oilers, off the glass and in just barely. And now here's Ryan McLeod, fires the shot. Glove save for Jonas Korpisalo. And that is a big stop for the LA Kings with 35 seconds to go. So here we go, friends. Or 35 shots on the score clock. About a minute and some odd change left to go. Sorry, my apologies. As that was a big time skip for the Edmonton Oilers. That tying goal, I mean, that was, wow. All right, let's get this going as the Oilers will see this one come off the face-off across to the far side. The Kings will get it into the zone. Here's Deneau battling it free. The Oilers will backhand this one up off the glass and out as Kyler Yamamoto gets it down low for Warren Foegele. Foegele gets to the attack against Matt Roy. Sorry, that's Brett Kulak in there on the attack. And the Oilers will be forced to retreat with 1:17 to go here in this one. Shot on to Jack Campbell. Save made by Campbell that time. Now Bukestad will leave it there in behind the net for Darnell Nurse. 1:05 remaining here in this third period of play. And this one's going to come back the other way. Kyler Yamamoto on the attack. Shot fired down low by Darnell Nurse. We've got 54 seconds to go here in this third period of play. Skating ahead is Kempe. Kempe is going to wire the shot up off of Jack Campbell. Scrambles to the near side. It's cleared out of the zone, and that's a big-time get for the Oilers as this one will come back down the length of the ice to Jonas Korpisalo, and that will be a stoppage in play for the Edmonton Oilers right now, right here, friends. Welcome aboard. If you're just tuning in, I see 773 of you currently watching live with me here, losing my marbles on what is a tied hockey game. Pretty much a do or die for the Oilers. They want to get back into the series, and they're down 1 in this series, obviously. So a big victory here. You don't go down 2 and don't face elimination. And now you just got to get this job done. So let's hopefully finish this one off here. 37.9 seconds to go before overtime should we get there in this one. 4-4 between LA and Edmonton. This one's one back as this will be shot and fired out of the zone. Tipped down there by Kevin Fiala, who gets it over to Philip Deneau. The lines have kind of shifted here in the late third period for the LA Kings. Shot fired in front. 2 Kings players take each other out. The Oilers coming back the other way. And now we just have to try and get that one last good chance on net. The Kings cut it off in the neutral zone. They'll play back down low into the zone. And 6.5 seconds to go. And that will be it. The Kings will play it off for overtime. And friends, for the third time in this series, we will head to overtime between the Oilers and the LA Kings. I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. Welcome aboard. The next goal, should it be an Oilers goal, is going to send me to bed a very happy man. Friends, if you're new to the channel, I need you to hit that subscribe button here tonight. Why? Because I need you here in Game 5. We're a goal away from Game 5 at this point. Whoever scores, whenever next that happens, we are a goal away from Game 5. And I want you here, I want to run this back one more time, a couple more times, whatever it takes to finish this whole live streaming thing off this year. But I will tell you right now, friends, the Oilers have fought back and stayed alive as long as humanly possible. And now the next goal wins this hockey game. I'll be right back. I'm going to go refill the water. We'll recap that crazy third period, and we'll get set for overtime here between the Oilers and the Kings. I'll be right back. Thanks for being aboard. All right, friends, let's do this. It is overtime time between the Edmonton Oilers and the LA Kings. Welcome aboard to Dolynny TV. Hopefully, we get a period to remember here in overtime. Maybe a couple more to remember. I don't know, but I am very excited to see what ends up coming here for the Oilers in this one. Hopefully, somebody somewhere for the Oilers finds a way to win this hockey game. And we get this job done, that is for sure. I'd like to welcome everybody aboard here on the live stream. It's been a fantastic night so far. We're looking forward to crushing this one off here the rest of the way home. Sorry, I'm going to take a few moments to finish off some text messages here. And yeah, well, wait some more, I guess. As this is, oh my goodness, this has been a night to remember, that's for sure. Overtime between the Oilers and Kings. And yeah, this is going to be an interesting finish, that is for sure. Sorry, friends, just taking this one right here. Yes. There we go. Cool. Let's do this. And let's just quickly as well do this right here. As I can say, tonight has been another successful night on the live stream so far, friends. Quick calculation of the numbers here on my back end. I will tell you that we are at 1,342 hours on the stream. So that means by the time puck drops in game number 4's overtime period, we will have eclipsed the all-time mark this series for watch hours on a live stream. So thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that. Like I said, I should never pet the cats when I go upstairs because all that does is make my nose itch. But we are set for this one to get underway here in a matter of moments as Evander Kane scores an absolutely insanely clutch goal to send us to overtime, and that is huge. 5-on-5 depth scoring there. I mean, yes, is Kane a top 6 winger? Sure, but when it's not Draisaitl, when it's not McDavid bailing you out late in the game, well, that's where you need it, right? Is somebody else stepped up and got the job done. What a shot there from Evander Kane, and that one keeps us playing for what is a crazy Sunday night, friends. To recap this one, Gabe Vilardi, Victor Arvidsson, Anze Kopitar, followed up by Evan Bouchard, Leon Draisaitl, Matt Roy, and Evander Kane. So what I will tell you right here, right now, is we need to, for the first time after shifting periods, okay? So after the first period, the Kings had all scored. They scored the first goal of the period. The Oilers scored the first goal of the second period. The Kings then scored the first goal of the third period. So what the Oilers need to do, and what they did in that second, responding to the Kings scoring first in the first, is after the Kings scoring first in the third, is score the only goal of overtime and send us to bed tonight on this Sunday night so as we can go to work and enjoy what will be a 2-2 series going into game number 5. Mark, you're thinking Campbell will start game 5. I would not be surprised, and I'm not upset at that. I'm not upset at all. I would be very happy for Jack Campbell to see him start game 5 here against the Kings. I think I've always had in the back of my mind the Jack Campbell redemption tour coming through, right? This is why. You have a backup to Stuart Skinner who can play NHL games and be a playoff hero for you. Why not? Let's get it done. I do not mind that at all. That would be absolutely huge for us if that ends up being the case, that Jack Campbell puts us on his back and wins us a Stanley Cup. Again, long ways to go, and you just got to win overtime here tonight. That's what it comes down to first off, as we are moments away from starting the overtime period between the Oilers and the LA Kings. It's been a long night so far. We're on the live stream for 3.5 hours. We'll be on the live stream for about 4 hours here at the end of it. Bert, a comeback for the Oilers? Yeah, it was a fantastic comeback for the Oilers. As Ken, you're thinking one of the teams will win in overtime with a player from that team scoring. That would be likely, wouldn't it? That would be likely. Is this one? is a big-time save from Jack Campbell. His first there starting that game. Another huge one there. Jack Campbell hasn't made him look pretty by any means, but he's made some big saves, that is for sure. So hopefully we get this rocking here for the Oilers here in this overtime period. We need it. You know what? This series has had all kinds of drama. It feels like an elimination game for the Oilers. And now we just need to get this job done here in overtime. Vortex, welcome aboard. Fergus, welcome aboard. As we are going to get this one rocking and rolling here. And I've sat here and predicted triple overtime a couple of nights in a row. I can't afford triple overtime tonight. I got my work done that I needed to prior to starting the shift on Monday, but unfortunately, I need to be ready and raring to go on a big Monday morning at work tonight. Oilers' notable third period ice time tonight. Connor McDavid, 9:14. Evander Kane, 8:27. Cody Ceci, 8:12. Evan Bouchard, 8:02. Leon Draisaitl, 7:42. And stapled to the bench, Klim Kostin and Vinny Desharnais. So that's where it is at. And fishing drag release. I do get that reference as well. I've heard it a couple of times from the youngsters that I watch play hockey every once in a while here on weekends. So yeah, that's where it's at. And friends, this has been, Bert, to say I look emotional, this has been a wild ride. And if you're seeing the numbers on the back end like I am, it's pretty unreal to see you guys support me in the way you have all playoff series long. And I'm just glad the Oilers are giving me as many opportunities to get this going as possible. So that said, friends, if you're new to the channel, one more time, I do need you to consider hitting that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. We're sitting at 11,894 total right now, so we would be really close to 900 if 600 or 6 more people hit that subscribe button here on the channel. So with that, that's my last plea before we get to overtime, as we are almost set for what will be a series-defining overtime period for the Edmonton Oilers in this one. And just to look at it again here, is there's been a ton of numbers all across the board here on the channel tonight. It's been a good night of hockey on Dolynny TV, and I really do. I mean, I don't know how to put this, but it means the world to me to have everybody aboard and sending everything that you guys have sent my way all playoffs long. And now the Oilers just need to clutch up and get this job done here right now. So that's really all it comes down to. Yes, one more send to the screen here, and we should be good to go. We are just about ready for this overtime period to get underway. It's Evander Kane who sent us on to the overtime period. Rogers Place absolutely erupted. Shavruk, your team is the Oilers. Hey, mine too. Mine too. Again, friends, again, if you can't guess, I am an Oilers fan. Just telling you, D-Mike, thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Really appreciate that, friends. And you don't have to be an Oilers fan to hit that subscribe button. Anyone can do it. And, of course, too, the subscribe button is free to hit. Just if you have a YouTube account, you can get me in your feed, and away you go, staying up to date with the Oilers. All right, let's do this, friends. One more commercial break, and then let's get this done, as we are almost done. And thank you again, Vortex, for the kind words, as we are absolutely crushing it. And the family back home is pretty proud as well. So we are putting some pride on it tonight, and let's do this, friends. We are going to get this job done here in overtime in a matter of moments. Promise you that much. And John, how much time was left when the Oilers tied it in the third period? Well, that's the question. There was 3 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the third period. So that's really all it took, was the Oilers had room for a hero tonight, and they got their hero. Just dying moments into that third period. It was Evander Kane busting wide with Connor McDavid cut in the middle, and it was a shot over to Evander Kane, and away they went. Tim, I think you're riding some kind of hot streak, my friend. At least I'm hoping you are. And Jordan, how's the YouTube numbers? The YouTube numbers are looking fantastic, friends. One more update maybe of the watch time. Should we do that? We should possibly do that there for sure. And Peter, thanks for hitting me up there as well. I know you can hear me back home. And let's just take a quick look, friends. The YouTube numbers say this is by every number except for the views, the best live stream we have done so far in these playoffs. The subscriber rate, the watch time, 14,443. So there you go. Before the puck drops in overtime, we are done and dusted on the watch time, the likes, everything except for the views. And trust me, we will get those if this overtime keeps going. And friends, to tell you as well, just a little bit about myself. I'm Tyson. I've been doing broadcasting since I was 16 years old up in Cold Lake, calling the Cold Lake Ice games, interviewing hockey players, doing all that fun run-of-the-mill stuff. Been on YouTube here on Dolynny TV since 2013, and huge Oilers fan. Started being an Oilers fan in 05-06. Obviously, not quite during the Cup run, but earlier on in that season, accidentally listening on the radio one night when I was trying to kill time while my dad and his buddy were drinking, and quite honestly, ended up tuning in accidentally on the radio and hooked ever since. Rod Phillips, probably my biggest idol in terms of broadcasting back in the day. That's who I wanted to one day become, and now tonight, right, I get that opportunity, as I have throughout the playoffs, to call the Edmonton Oilers in the playoffs on a live stream where 789 people across the world are tuning in to listen to my call. That's pretty fantastic. And obviously I've been doing this Oilers thing for about 5 years now, so let's go. We're just about ready to head to the Crypto.com arena for overtime here, as things are going to get intense between the Oilers and the Kings. We have one last commercial break here, and then it is overtime time. As here we go. Let's get this going, friends, as we should be almost set. Digital welcome in, and Peter, here we go. Overtime between the Kings and Oilers here as we get set for this one at Crypto.com arena. Friends, welcome aboard. If you're just tuning in, I'm Tyson, as I was just explaining, and hopefully we get this one done right here. Third period, as you see Draisaitl and McDavid hopping over the boards, doing their thing, as this is some key work at the bench, and you see Yamamoto go over for Draisaitl, and they're showing everything here. As this one should be ready to go. Matthew, thank you for the kind words. Now let's just finish this one off. A big goal from Evander Kane sent us here. Now let's go take advantage and get this job done. Face off at center ice. Leon Draisaitl ready to do this here for the Oilers. And we are just about ready to rock and roll this overtime frame for the third time in these playoffs already between these two teams. Right, this series is as tight as it can possibly get. And the LA Kings and the Edmonton Oilers, whoever scores the next goal actually has the edge in goals in the series, by the way, as well. So here's Draisaitl, Kane, and I don't know who's on the far side. Oh, that's McDavid, of course. As McDavid tries to push it ahead, the Kings win it ahead and dump it into the zone. As here comes Matthias Ekholm out to play this puck. He'll battle down low. Draisaitl will play this one off the boards. The Kings come up with it. They fan on the pass across. This one comes in front. Bouchard able to slap it out. The Kings still playing it. Shot directed towards the front of the net. Goes up and out of play with 19:39 to go in this overtime frame. We're 21 seconds in. 4-on-4 the Kings, or 4-4 the goals, sorry. 5-on-5 we are. 38-36 the shots for the LA Kings. Here's Will Ferrell standing looking mean with that face paint, as he has all series long. Kopitar getting an equipment issue fixed. Oilers to the face-off dot to the right of Jack Campbell. 19:39 to go here in this overtime period. It'll be Nick Bjugstad tying up the face-off. The Kings trying to win it ahead. Hyman pushing through, and here's Bjugstad winning it for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Batted in by Zach Hyman down low. Now out to play it as Korpisalo. Nuge plays it over to Hyman. Hyman gets taken down. 19:24 to go, and this one picked up now by the Oilers. And now Cody Ceci battling here against the LA Kings attacker Trevor Moore. Gets the icing call with 19:16 to go in overtime, as we are off and running officially now in this frame. 38 shots. So it's been a big night for Jack Campbell, and we hope indeed it continues to be it. Right now is Connor McDavid will be on the ice here for this face-off. Draisaitl and Kane out there alongside him. Oh, Ekholm whacks up a big shot and then shatters his stick. The Kings back the other way quickly. This one's fired across, bounces off of the Oilers in front, and this one will be batted out down low to Leon Draisaitl, who gets it cleared because Danault's momentum picked them out of the zone. And we have another stoppage in play, just a minute 01 into this overtime period. So we continue to get going as Ekholm's stick shatters on its way to the net. That would have been a huge shot on net for the Oilers had it made its way through, as Danault chops that one, and a strong stick there from Evander Kane gets it going back the other way. 18:59 to go here in this overtime period as the Oilers win the face-off. They'll chip it ahead. And I don't know what kind of overtime we're in here for now, but the Oilers yet to have a power play in overtime yet this series. I would love to see one right about now, that's for sure. 18:47 to go as this puck comes to the near side. This one's going to go back the other way. This one fired off the boards and hops there as Ryan McLeod will pick this one up and continues to battle along the boards. He frees it up. The shot from the side of the boards and a big save there from Korpisalo on Derek Ryan. Could have been a send us home kind of goal there. So this one will come back the other way now for the LA Kings. They'll get across the line. Can't do it. And this one's going to be freed up and shot down the length into the Kings zone. Warren Foegele plays it a little deeper and all the way in behind the net now for the LA Kings to transition back over to the zone. A nice little play by the Oilers to hold up the Kings transition. Just a brief moment to get back into possession of a good defensive position. And this one bounced off the high glass. Bouchard able to play the puck. He's still battling there. Kings in front. Shot wide of the net. Side of the net now. Byfield trying to jam in front. Can't do it. Takes the man down. Here comes Connor McDavid back the other way. And this one will go the other way now for the length of the ice. 17:41 to go. An icing call against the LA Kings with 17:39 left in this period. Come on, guys. We got to just get this done as Evan Bouchard battling here. Kopitar go in front of the net. Nice stick check there by Leon Draisaitl. And you want to know the Oilers are committed to the defensive game tonight. That they are. And this will be a face-off to the left of Korpisalo. Big chance here as this one will be won back by Evander Kane, but the Kings steal it. They're going to come back the other way, and this one now for Matthias Ekholm. He'll pick it up. And this is where I would love to have Matthias Janmark in the lineup. I will tell you that much. I miss that dude. This series is completely different if Matthias Janmark's in the lineup for all 4 games so far. I guarantee that much as this one comes off the boards. Played in front now. Battles there freely for the LA Kings back the other way. This one comes down off the boards end. Played in, and now CC battling there as this one's picked up, and Draisaitl will flip this one ahead. Evander Kane leads into the zone. Kane's going to get into the boards there against Roy. Big hit there, and Roy is taken down by Kane. Helmet pops off, or glove pops off, and he is hurting. And Matt Roy was shook up on that hit by Evander Kane. A big one, threw him into the boards, and he is down on the ice shaking it off right now as Kane reversed him into that one big time. And we've got a stoppage in play with 16:52 to go here in this overtime frame. Matt Roy, as Evander Kane's already back on the bench. But that was a big hit there. Roy and Kane were battling, and then Kane just erases him right there. And he goes down, loses the stick in the whole 9 yards. As that's a big boy play there from Evander Kane. And, I mean, does Kane ride the elbow? Not really. He just kind of wipes him out there, riding the arms up, and his head smacks into the boards. And that's a tough play, that's for sure. As Evander Kane gets back to the bench, so does Matt Roy. He's good. This will play on right here. 16:52 to go in overtime. I don't know how far we've gotten into overtime so far in this series, but we're going to go as deep as humanly possible to take a victory tonight for the Edmonton Oilers, hopefully, as we are now blitzing along. 16:52 remaining in overtime. The shots, realistically, not that much so far as this one comes around the boards. Battled to the near side for Mikey Anderson. He'll flip it up off the boards to Drew Doughty. This one continues to battle free, and the Kings will clear it, but the Oilers pick it up, fire it right back in. 16:35 remaining in overtime. It's a 4-4 game. Next goal wins. It don't even matter the score anymore. It's the next goal wins. As the Oilers looking to even the series, and the Kings looking to take a 3-1 stranglehold This one's going to be played ahead. Gabe Velarde fires the shot. Stick explodes. It's about the third stick we've seen explode this game on a similar looking shot as this one's played across to Yamamoto. He can't get there. Kings play it back into the neutral ice, and they will flip it back into the Oilers' end. Coming up with it on the opportunity. I don't know if that's Kupari or if that's Iafallo, but Byfield out there with Kopitar as well. This one worked down low to Kempe. Kempe will wheel around the zone, and Kempe will get to the forehand, drag the shot, fired in front, blocked by the Oilers, and back the other way now. So here we go, boys. Let's get this going up the ice positively. The Oilers flip it in the middle of the ice. Something came loose. This is going to come all the way length of the ice now to Connor McDavid, who picks this one up behind his own net. He'll play it to the near side wing. Picking it up there is Yamamoto, reversing off the boards to Brett Kulak, who fires in on the attack. And here to the first puck is Evander Kane in the zone. He's made the LA Kings player lose his stick on a broken stick again. There's been a couple of those in overtime already. Here's Connor McDavid dragging in the middle. Ekholm was there instead of Bouchard, and it goes free to Darnell Nurse now with 15:07 to go in this overtime period. This one fired in down low, and here's Draisaitl battling. Come on, keep it free, and it comes down low. Kane will get a big hit in on Gavrikov, not to be, as Kane just kind of let him skate on by, and this one comes free all the way into the Oilers' end. Matthias Ekholm picks it up, and Zach Hyman's still yelling at the referee about something here. And Zach Hyman will come to grab his helmet finally from the referee. And friends, welcome aboard to Dolynny TV. My pleasure to have you along. If you don't know who I am, I'm Tyson Dolynny. This is my little humble Dolynny TV corner of the Oilers universe. I would love to have you aboard for more. Game 5 is going to be absolutely electric, so I need you to hit that subscribe button. That's just my only ask tonight. If you are able to hit the subscribe button, it would be greatly appreciated if you could. So here we go. 5-on-5. 4-4 the score, 14:50 in overtime, 38-37 the shots for the Kings. Next goal wins. As this one goes down, the Kings play it off now, over and backhanded out by the Kings to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard plays it ahead. The Kings turn over the puck. The Oilers continue to battle it and free it up, and here's Nugent Hopkins playing it ahead to Ryan McLeod. This one can't get going, and now over to Drew Doughty. 14:30, and I am just looking at the chat from one comment. There's one comment I want to see from one person in the chat, and I'm sure if they know who they are in the chat, they know exactly what I'm looking for, and I know they ain't going to fake me out with it as this one comes down low. An icing call there against the LA Kings, and we will have a stoppage in play with 14:15 to go here in this overtime period. 4-4. As we continue to roll along here in this one, as friends, we are just about to cross the 1,000 live if you're watching back home. That is absolutely nuts to think, friends. That is next level that we're already at this point in the playoffs. And that's right there, 1,000 of you tuning in live at once. That is absolutely insane. The face-off down. The Oilers win it ahead. The Kings, though, quickly gather possession. The Oilers off the bounce, off the boards, pick it up, and now Roy back out there. He's a warrior. He's got a puck picked up and fired back the other way. This one comes across the line for the Kings. We are inside the first 6 minutes of overtime, and now working on minute number 7 as Roy's got it at the point. The shot fired up over top of the net and out of play with 13:53 to go in overtime. Friends, this is absolutely nuts, and I can only hope that Patrick's getting the same kind of craziness sent his way, friends. This is making me feel dang special. I will tell you that much, that's for sure, as Patrick's got a pretty good decent number in there as well on board for overtime. John from Hot Take Hockey live as well over on his stream. So we are underway for this 4-4 hockey game inside the last 14 minutes to play in this overtime period. And Peter, you knew what I was looking for. Not necessarily exactly, but that leads to good things, as here's the Kings dragging around behind the net. Evander Kane goes down low, and oh my goodness, the Kings just erased Evan Bouchard into the boards, and Bouchard is down and hurting, as that was unreal. Bouchard just turns and gets burned right into the boards, and he is in some pain right now, as he is a leading defender goal scorer for us so far this series, And Evan Bouchard just got checked into the boards, and now a power play for the Edmonton Oilers in overtime. Hey, I wanted it. I was hoping for it. And now let's get it going as Bouchard sent flying into the boards on a cross-check into the numbers, actually into the kidneys more or less. Hopefully Bouchard's not peeing that red substance tomorrow morning, and hopefully if he is, the Oilers won the game because of it. As here we go. Let's get this going. Let's rock it. Alex, thank you for the kind words. Again, friends, thank you for everybody being along for the ride. John, we can only hope. Kempe goes off for cross-checking. And here we go. Let's do this. We will see the Oilers take their power play or their timeout as Draisaitl's skating over to the bench, and it looks like Jay Woodcroft is working it over with the referee here. So the Oilers will head to the power play, but Jay Woodcroft trying to get an explanation of why that's not more power play minutes or whatever. So let's get this done here. As they're going to sort through, the referee sorting things over with the Oilers one more time. Evan Bouchard trying to ask if he's going to get on the overtime thing, but doesn't seem to be the plan. 13:34 to go here in overtime between the Kings and Oilers. Next goal wins 2 minutes of power play time. The Oilers draw it up, and that is Darnell Nurse out there on the power play. So all kinds of redemption in this one, as this is going to be Darnell Nurse picking it back the other way. This is the Oilers across the line now, backhanded over to Connor McDavid. McDavid across the line. He'll get to the attack now. Doughty battles him off the puck. Kings fire this around the boards to Kopitar. Kopitar fires this one down low into the Oilers zone. Buck 34 remains on the power play for the Oilers to try and do something, and Evan Bouchard is now on the ice here. He already had that cut on his cheek, so thankfully no worse for wear based on the close-up on the camera. As here's Leon Draisaitl looking for the hat trick. He'll play it off. Buck 16 to go here in the overtime period. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins plays this one over. Bouchard over to Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins plays it over to Draisaitl. McDavid fires the shot. Sorry, that was McDavid over on the far side. And this one will go back down the ice all the way to Stuart Skinner. And I'm sorry, I'm nervous. This is nervous times right here for me. I'm not used to being in this big of a pressure-packed situation. Is this one coming across the line? Here's McDavid across as it'll be cut off there by Edler. Now Hyman gets it going. He'll get reversed over to the play. He'll get it back to the blue line. The Oilers find some room. Nugent-Hopkins back over. Shot not coming. Now from Bouchard. Fired in front. Cleared out by the LA Kings. And back the other way it'll come for Evan Bouchard to pick it up with 26 seconds of which to work in this one. Puck played down. And this one will be worked down low into the Oilers attack one more time with 13 seconds to go. Back to Connor McDavid. McDavid over to Bouchard. Bouchard over and back in front. Now Zach Hyman as they try the tip play. Can't do it as Leon Draisaitl goes back to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard down low. Shot save made by Korpisalo as the power play expires. So that is the stoppage in play. The Kings fans rally up. They are very excited about getting that kill. That is for sure. 11:30 remaining here in overtime. And I am like, I don't know if you can see this on the stream. I am actually like, I am shaking real bad. I don't know. Like I get shaky in overtime with the best of them. But this is where we sit right now. I'm getting shaky with this one. So as, sorry, did I say Skinner? No, it's Jack Campbell and Korpisalo making the save for the LA Kings. My apologies, friends. The best of me is going to get going here now. 11:30 here in overtime as the Kings win the face-off. Mikey Anderson gets it going, and now back the other way. The Kings will clear it back as this one is the shot from the outside for Doughty. Not coming now. It does. Save made by Jack Campbell. Now picked up by Ryan McLeod. He'll play it off, and the Oilers substitute. Note some of the younger guys on the ice right now here in overtime. Shot fired in towards Korpisalo. Couldn't get it going, and this one comes around behind the boards. 11:00 to go here in this overtime as this comes across now. Shot from Arvidsson, played in front, doesn't hit anybody, and the Oilers come back the other way 3-on-2 developing here for the Oilers. Darnell Nurse across the line. He will have it cleared off his stick now. Warren Foegele comes in front. Chance for the Kings to clear it, and they do, as the Oilers just couldn't get going. And now we are halfway done this overtime period right now, as Ekholm will pick up this puck. He will get going across to the man in the middle there, whoever that is. Bukestad it is for the Oilers to the far side. Roy plays it over to Doughty. Doughty's sealed off there, and this one's played ahead now by the Kings one more time, as this one will be picked up now by Cody Ceci. All the legs on the ice are tired. It is literally a war of attrition now for both teams. Just one last chance will seal the deal here. That is for sure. And this one's going to come across the ice as Yamamoto gets in front. As this one comes in front, scrambled play. Bukestad whacking away. Ryan couldn't get the shot on net. Almost had it. And now Bouchard will pick this one up. And this one will come across for Bouchard over to Darnell Nurse. Nurse picks this one across the line. Nurse will fire this one towards the net. Korpisalo the save. Draisaitl now on the ice, as this one will come in front. Battled across, and now still battling there. McDavid off the boards. Byfield fires it down the length of the ice. And 9:30 to go here in this one, as the Oilers will pick this puck up. And this one will come now free as it comes up the ice. As here's Hyman. Hyman rips the shot. Scores! Overtime winner, baby! The Edmonton Oilers tie the series 2-2. And we are going to live to play another day without too much stress in our lives. Oh my goodness, you are kidding me, friends. Holy moly, the Edmonton Oilers win it in overtime. Zach Hyman following up on that Evander Kane shot gets the job done. And like I said, Zach Hyman needed a big goal. So did Evander Kane. So did every single dang player in the Oilers' top six. And the Oilers get the job done to send us tied home at 2 apiece. That is about as much of a back and forth emotional hockey game as you can possibly get out of an Edmonton Oilers playoff game. And the Oilers finish it off. A great pass ahead. Jack Campbell comes in and saves the day, and Zach Hyman knows how much that means to Campbell and knows how much it means to himself to finish it off just like that. Zach Hyman in overtime finishes it. Corner picked on Korpisalo. What an absolute laser shot. Bouchard walks up, and guess who? Bouchard gets another assist in the playoffs. That man is hot. It's off the shoulder of Korpisalo and into the back of the net. And the Edmonton Oilers win in Game 4 overtime. They finally find a way to break through, and the Kings and the Oilers have gone back and forth, toe-to-toe, all series long. And look at that reaction from Leon Draisaitl, the reaction from Zach Hyman. And the Oilers end up taking game number 4 and steal the series back into home ice advantage. Friends, if you're aboard for this one, thank you so much for being here. I need you to subscribe for Game 5. The Oilers have a chance to go up 3-2 in the series now, thanks to the Zach Hyman overtime winner. Thank you so much for being aboard, friends. I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. We've got a short to make out of that overtime winner. I mean, I would hate to leave all 944 of you here right now, but thank you so much for being aboard. My Kings friends, thank you for a great night. It was fantastic to see it back and forth all night long, but I'm going to head up on out of here. Thank you so much for being aboard. Billy, thank you for the super chat at the end. And friends, I'm going to close it right there. The Oilers stun me, stun the Kings, stun everybody with an overtime winner tonight.